Says you're live, but I don't see you.
Oh, you won't. I'm on my own channel. Okay, now let's do this. Let me sign off.
Okay.
You send me an invite.
Okay.
Okay, so
Where do I send you an invite? Oh, invite right here. It says copy to clipboard.
give me a email address. You're probably live right now.
I'm sure I am. I don't see anybody on the chat, but
Right. But give me an email address that you don't like people knowing.
Okay, Haven, Haven.
Okay.
Jackson, Jaxon.
Jaxon.
123 at Gmail.
123 at Gmail.
All right. Yeah, because it's showing me on the screen. Says I've been live, but no views, huh?
I'm sending you an email right now, and then you're going to send the invite back to that. Now let me go to YouTube while you're doing that and see if I can find you on that. People watching. Do I? Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, I had some people like, yeah. Let me see a block that what it is on.
Okay, Vlad stream.
Oh, it's showing you live.
It's showing me live?
Yeah, it says practice with Vlad stream. Yeah, there you are. Okay, now you need to send
invite. Okay, what do I send you an invite to your
email? The email I just sent you.
Okay, well, actually, I didn't get it.
Yeah, it should be coming anytime.
Yeah, I got stream test.
Wait. Oh, wait, no. No, you should have an email from me, Vlad Groots at Yahoo.
Ah, I got you. I see it now. Come on.
Now put the right there and send it back to me.
That's what I'm gonna do.
My phone number. That's for me and you. Period.
All right. Well, I'll give everybody. I'll let everybody know.
Yeah, and the email you got. Everybody can have that.
Okay, let's.
That's on my channel.
It's not letting me copy clip. Okay, hold on. Gmail. I don't know what I just did. Oh, that's not right.
I'll have a new nickname.
It's not letting me send this link to the guest. Okay. Oh, I get it now. Copy clipboard, copied. And then I go here. Oh, this is silly. 1 minute.
I mean, I am learning it here for the first time too. But I think I'm probably a little more tech savvy than you.
You're way more tech savvy.
Don't worry, I'm lost when it comes to this. All I could do was increase the size on something on my computer today. I don't even know what it's called. Icons.
Right. I'm terrible at it.
In the classroom, couldn't do it.
I started out with a cell phone and a broken tablet, and I'm not that far from that. I used to have 6,000 some subscribers at one time. Okay, yeah.
And I'm fighting to get 2,000 thousand.
I get more than that. Okay, now I just sent it to you.
All right.
Share the guest link. What am I doing wrong?
I don't know. It'll probably be here in a second.
Screen's getting dark. No, this one.
I didn't check my spam. It's good about
Instructions for guests. Truth Free's in the house. Brother Vern's in the house. Vern, I don't think you could do this on the phone, brother. We're struggling here.
No, I think you can do this on a phone.
Really? You think so?
Yeah, I don't use the phone for anything except calling, but yeah.
What is this? Get started. No, that's not what I wanted. I don't get how. I have no idea. Wait a minute. Let's try
I'm
this.
not doing anything yet.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm not seeing your email yet.
Yeah, I know. I sent it to you. Let's try it again. Oh, see, practice with Vlad. It says right up top too. What the heck does that mean? Let's try. Remove from stream. Oh, this is ridiculous. Invite one more time. Copy, clip, copy. Okay. And then I'm gonna send you the link again. Maybe I put it in wrong. I doubt it.
Already sent out the email.
Okay, hold on there. I did put it in wrong. I put two D's. Okay.
That ain't gonna work.
Apparently not. G-U-R.
That might be a double D if I don't lose the weight, but not quite yet.
You and me both, brother. I gotta start doing some sit-ups. Big time. Okay. Let's make sure I got this right. Vlad. All right. Now let's send the invite. Message sent. You should be getting it soon, unless I messed it up again.
Got it.
You got it?
I got it. All right, here's your way. All right, now you're not gonna see this. You're only gonna see my microphone and some junk on my table because I'm laying in bed.
Okay, so you'll still be on.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, now, Better Broadcast Studios.
Oh yeah, that is your microphone. Okay, add to stream.
You're like,
There you go.
Right on my face.
you're echoing.
Am I?
You're buffering. Like nobody is getting anything.
Yeah, hang on, let me up.
Oh wait, no, I need to plug that.
It sounded good from my end.
All right, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you got it. Hang on, I'm gonna shut the phone off. Oh wait, I can't shut the phone off.
Your microphone, I heard you perfect till you shut it off.
Okay.
Well, Vlad just hung up on me, so hopefully somebody's waving. Hey, Vern, you gotta try to download this, and I think Vlad and I have it figured out how I can get you up here. I'm pretty sure all I have to do, if you have an email, I can copy a link and send it to you, and you click on it, and bada boom, bada bing. I think I might be wrong. Vlad the Vladinator. How you doing, Truth Freeze?
All right, you there?
Idea what
Are you there?
loud and clear. Now it's back on.
I can't. I don't know
Now
if
it's back on.
No, it ended.
No, we're on.
Okay. So all you got to do is get Vern's email, send him a link, and you're good.
Okay, Vern, if you heard that, send me your email via text, and I'll send it to you. And actually, he's got to download this StreamYard.
He don't need StreamYard to do it.
No?
No,
Okay,
No.
cool.
no, you don't need StreamYard. You need StreamYard. Nobody
Okay.
else that wants to come on does. All they need is a camera and a mic.
Yep.
That is very cool. Very cool.
Of all your friends.
All right, brother, I'm going to go. You have fun,
All right.
and I'll be watching. If you
All
need to call me. Do it.
I'll definitely call you, Vlad. It was nice meeting you. Sorry we had to meet on these terms here.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Anytime I can help.
All right, brother. Take care.
You're so nice.
God bless. Sounds like you got a wonderful woman.
Oh yeah, she is. All right, brother. Thanks,
All right,
man.
brother. God bless. I don't know how to pop off here, so that was awesome. Okay. Vern, you're gonna have to come up with a smaller email address than that for me. That might be you. Holy cow, that's a long email address, Vern. At Gmail. Holy moly. All right, copy. Let's see if this works. Good Lord. Brother Brian Griffin's in the house with the bunnies. Much love, brother Vlad. Thank you so much for your help. I just sent brother Vern a link. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but if it does, fantastic. We have the bunny killer there, Brian Griffin. Long time no see. So what do we get? So what do we got going on tonight? Trying a new stream here, and for some reason I don't hear from Vern. I gotta call you real quick, Vern. Ouch. Maybe he's trying to open up the.
Hello.
Hey, brother. Did you not get the email I sent you?
Oh no, being on the phone, I got to answer 60 questions. It was just showing your screen and the volume.
Oh, well, so can you get back on it, or do you want me to resend?
No, I can get back on it as soon as I hang up.
All right, later. Somebody sounds aggravated. Drop a thumbs up. Get them up. All right, yeah. They do the thumbs up on this one too. This whole screen looks completely different from YouTube. Justin, are you downloading something? You look like you're doing around 15 to 20 frames per second. Kind of laggy. Am I lagging? There's Vern right here. There we go. Let's click on Vern. There you are, brother.
All right, let me
Can
get
you see me?
so I'm not faking light and put my hat on. I feel naked without the hat.
So do I. That's why I always have a hat on.
Oh wait,
Some
yep,
people
it
don't.
will flip sideways. There we go. Hey.
Cool. That's right. This was a whole lot easier than I thought. Thank you, Vlad.
Yeah, it
You are
is.
the man.
No, Craig's. When I was looking into it, I read everything, and it was like, even Anthony was like, "Hey, I saw you waiting on a live broadcast," and I was like, "No, I don't have a computer."
I told Vlad, I don't think he could do it by phone, or I said it to you if you're listening, and he said, no, man, this is easy.
Yep.
Now that I figured it out, even the chat's slow. I don't know how many people are in the house, but I mean, a lot of people are sleeping, but you got Brian Griffin. Hey, Vern, I'd like to introduce you to Brian Griffin, who's been a solid brother in Christ for a long time. He always makes me laugh. Long time no see, Brian.
Hey, Brian, nice meeting you.
His preferred weapon of choice in the SHTF situation is a stuffed bunny. I'm glad I caught a live stream. Yes, it has been forever. Glad to see you back on. Brother Brian Griffin. Boy, I tell you what, Vlad's a hero. Everything he was telling me, I didn't know what the heck he was talking about, but he guided me right through it.
Yeah,
Can you hear me well, Bert?
I got to get some earbuds or something.
How's the volume on your phone?
I'm trying to figure out how to.
You sound like you're underwater.
Or something here at some point this week.
All right. Can you turn the volume up on your phone, or is it on my side?
It's well, it did say when I entered the broadcast that earbuds on a phone or an earpiece on a phone increases the volume.
Sound?
So it's just you can't do like speakerphone.
Oh crap!
Well, no, I've got my hand held at the bottom, so it acts as like a amplifier, so I can hear it better.
Is this much better?
Yeah. But yeah, no, I've got my hand on the bottom by my speaker, so it amplifies the sound.
Well, you know what? We can hear you loud and clear. And what we were talking about earlier, guess what? If you're not too tired, you were talking about certain weapons. Brian Griffin says whacking tool, his bunny. Yeah. Can you see any? You won't be able to see any of the chat, can you? There, Vern.
I can't see chat, but I can send chat. Oh wait, live comments.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Messages.
I can see the chat now.
Can
Look at
you?
that. Yeah. Let's
Oscar
see. We've
says,
got
"What's up,
Brian,
Oscar?"
Burns Prep, Anthony, Burns Prep, Anthony, Vlad, Brian.
I like this thing.
Yeah. Vlad Groots, you can see.
Yeah, he can see the chat as well. This is actually better than Hangouts. I'm not
Yeah,
sure
I can
how
even
good.
send a chat.
Yeah. If they outlaw guns, fill stuffed bunnies with rocks. Brian Griffin and his stuffed bunnies. I tell you what, brother, you cracked me up. Much love. Yeah, everybody's sound asleep, but I wanted to talk about what we discussed earlier. Are you willing to the certain weapons,
yeah,
or you just want to shoot the shiz? It's up
well,
to
we
you,
could
brother.
go over that or wait for that for another time and just have a hangout conversation.
Yeah, let's talk bunnies and guns and rocks.
There we go. Don't forget my crossbow.
Yeah, your crossbow's awesome. Am not giving up my gun. Wait, just bounce where to go. Gun, hell no. Heck no. Like I always say, die on my feet before I live on my knees. Brian has issues, Vlad says.
Yeah.
Actually, he's a great brother in Christ and stuff. You would not think, but when his heart actually does open up, he is just a wonderful, wonderful brother. But he always goes out of his way to make people laugh. Vlad, you damn man. Are we back on your channel, Vlad? Nope, not Vlad's channel. I don't even know whose channel it is. All I see is a duck, and I see Vern. This is pretty cool. The screen's
I like the
a little
idea that
small.
I can actually see the live chats.
Yeah, they didn't used to have that on Hangouts. When you were on the phone, you couldn't
Oh,
see the
dude.
chat.
This even has private chat, right? Where we can have private chats.
Really? So where we could talk about Brian Griffin without him knowing?
Yeah, we could talk about the trolls and they wouldn't even know we're talking about them.
Oh, I wonder how we smashed the trolls on this one. Banners, comments, brand, private chat, set. There's all kinds of weird stuff on here. Oscar, I am active military. We salute you and thank you for your service by all means. I've seen you in the other live streams we've done. Fight for my country, USA. God bless you, brother. Well, we don't have many in the house, which is no big deal. This is really cool. Late
Yeah, that's
night
the one
with,
thing I don't see is a number of people watching.
It shows 9.
Okay, you can see it at this end. I can't see any of that,
Yeah,
but I've got
shows,
audio. I can do my audio, flip my audio. I can even take and
turn it up and down.
no, watch this. Now you can look outside.
Look at you, fancy smancy pants, doing the flip of it. I can do that too. What?
Yeah, but I just press a button.
See the
Yeah,
sky?
what I was going to say is, while you and Vlad were figuring it out, talking to each other, I read through everything on their website and figured it out.
That's awesome. Oh, we got 11 in the house. All right.
Woohoo!
Hooty hoo, True Freeze is back. Small potatoes, but gigs concept. I don't know. Maybe I read that wrong. Many of y'all know I read like a drunk 3-year-old. Need to know only Vern. Oh,
Oh, that must have been about talking private about the trolls.
Oh, I don't know how much of a delay that's on here, because
Actually, yeah, I'm not on YouTube, but it's like we're talking on the phone. There's no delay whatsoever
right.
here.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm wondering, like, the delay on the chat, because I know some channels, and when I've been on live streams, there's like sometimes 20-30 second delays. I can say, how's the volume? And it'd be like 20-30 seconds later, and they start hitting 1 1 1 1 1 1,
Yeah, that Streamlabs that I use, that one's that way.
Is it?
Ask a question, you stand there looking stupid, waiting.
Right. Yeah,
stand there with your mouth open. Huh?
Or vice versa. Anthony Brown.
Don't mind me. I'm just trying to catch dinner as it comes through. Yeah, and I actually like that like right where my picture came up. Right. That was one of the things I was doing when you called me. Not only did I have to answer questions, but I had to put up my name so it showed up right where I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it had me set it all up.
Oh, that's cool. That I didn't even have
Yeah, but I think it's because you had me come in as a guest.
I did is I logged in with my Anthony Brown's got a smiley face, a rooster, and a chicken. I don't know if that's perverted. If it's an innuendo, so to speak, with the rooster.
He's smiling because the rooster got some.
Yeah, might be some cockishness. I don't know. Hey, Locked and Loaded. Hey, how you doing? I don't know how to do add moderators or anything on this platform. I have no clue, nothing. What's this button? Hold on.
Yeah, touch the names and report don't show up. Nothing shows up.
Nothing at all. Hold on. What's that? I'm going to use you, Brian, as a guinea pig in case I hit the wrong button and boot you off.
Why not? That's what I do. I do that. Figure out how to do it.
You sound like RTD2. You sound like a robot right now.
I do.
Now you sound better. You're like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
Orange Kitty.
I was holding my hand over the mic again.
I have no idea who Orange Kitty is, but hey, what's up? Hey, Brian Griffin, Orange Kitty's on there. Hello, Kitty. Y'all can talk stuffed animals.
There we go.
Yeah. Hey, at Orange Kitty. Yeah, they have the option to hide user or delete user, which, we always leave that for the mods.
Yep.
I guess we'll learn this platform when it comes time to, chit chat back and forth. I wonder what it looks like on YouTube.
Actually, I don't know. I'm on my phone. Well, yeah, and my TV, when I connect to my phone, unless I'm going through my phone, I can't.
I'm going to send you a picture. I'm not going to send it right now, but I'll take a picture. And then I'll send it to your phone, and you'll see what I'm talking about, what the screen looks like. You got to do me a favor and create a smaller email. It takes forever to type it.
Well, I do have 2 smaller ones, but help me figure out the passwords to them.
Right. Create
they were made when email addresses were just coming out.
Right. Just create one that says Vern.
Well, my old one used to be Oh yeah. AB just sent me Anthony just sent me a picture, and it does have the mods in there. They have their blue wrenches.
Really?
Yep. He sent me a picture straight off. So they're seeing the blue wrenches, but we're not.
Oh, we're not. Oh, that's cool. And I just seen the Watchmen's in the house. How you doing, Watchmen? God bless. Here, actually, I'll show you all what the screen looks like. I'll turn it sideways. Well,
And yeah, thank you, Anthony, for sending that so we can see that we can we have our mods on the actual YouTube channel.
Well, it's hard to see, but this is what I see or we see or
Yeah, that's what I see.
yeah, there it shows I don't know why it's not turning sideways. Well, my phone's about to die anyways. But yeah, this is completely totally different from anything I've ever seen.
See, and then if I go sideways, everything's a lot smaller. So I like holding it this way. But now we already know when I do the do my live streams, I got to remember to hold the camera to my left hand. Otherwise, everybody look at me upside down all night.
I don't know. That was just some late night, my mind in the gutter stuff. When I hold it this way, it looks a whole lot bigger or something he said. Sorry, that cracked me up. It did. That was hilarious.
Well, you know how us guys are. We'll tell you it's 6 inches when it's only 3.
Well, you're darn right.
I'm talking snow now. I'm talking how deep the snow is.
You know what they say about guys with big feet? They wear big socks.
Yeah.
And guys with big hands, they wear big gloves. Was looking at my old 76 bicentennial Liberty coin, and now I know more about the crack than I ever did. It was a weakness in its foundation. Brother Watchman, are you saying that you were an addict at one time and you've well, apparently you kicked the habit if you were, because you're an awesome dad and been fighting forever for your daughters. Usually more moderators than chatters around here. I like to have a lot of moderators because I want them to feel special, a part of the family there, the Watchmen. And guess what? You just got.
Yeah, the other night there was I think only 2 or 3 viewers, and the rest of us were mods.
Right? I love them all. You know, I hand them out like candy, as long as I trust them. How are you? Oh, right. They're talking amongst each other. Yeah, your mods are there. That's so weird. It doesn't show nothing. It's all white. Huh?
And I did notice we can't add anything. You know, we can't add mods when we're on this.
No.
I can't. Like if I was modding, I wouldn't be able to delete anybody's chat.
Yeah, because you're a mod on my channel.
Yep.
That's weird. Good night, Andrea. We're just doing a test run. If anybody's coming on here wondering what's the topic or whatever, we're just bullshitting. Pardon my French if that offends anybody, but when the clock strikes 12, sometimes the potty mouth comes out. I'm special. Vlad's a smart ass. Laugh out loud. Vlad, thank you again. If you're not asleep, what an awesome dude.
Have you figured out who Orange Kitty is yet?
Probably his wife.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Boy.
Am I right? All right.
I think so.
Maybe locked and loaded.
Because I've heard him call her Kitty.
Oh. There's some way to put web pages on your screen for all to see. Like this one right here. I'm afraid to hit any kind of button. Hold on. What is this one? I'm afraid he's going to boot us off. Huh.
I don't know. Hold on.
I don't know. I don't want to mess
Do
with
you guys see that? Oh, wait, that's a bad one to have.
it. Did it change?
It did on my screen, but I don't know if you guys see what I put up there.
You didn't put you didn't put your dinker up there, did you? The Babylon daughter. Are you there? You're frozen.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Well, try to move around because you look awful like you're.
Well, here, how about if I do this?
Nope, still not moving. I hope I didn't do something wrong. Why are you not moving?
I don't know. All right, what happened?
I don't know. I'm trying to freaking get you back. Oh, I'm not going to remove you. Remove from stream. Oh, where'd you go, dude? Crap. Everybody, I thank you all for being patient. Basically, you're testing play with the button. Yeah, I'm definitely playing with the buttons here. Now I got to figure out how to, okay, invite, copy clipboard, copy. Now I got to type in this long email address again. Ha! No, I don't. It's saved. Thank goodness. All right, I sent him another invite. He should be back any second. If he answers it. Am I still frozen? Greetings, the Watchman. Yep. I see that stuff in Washington, D.C. as well. Forgive me, Justin. In my video, lags behind. I burned up the internet minutes this month. Oh, I didn't even know you had there you are. I didn't even know you had internet minutes there. The
But
Watchman.
yeah.
There you're back.
Yeah. Well, I tried to share one of the page that talks about Streamlabs, but it don't. And when I went to close it out, I closed it all out. But that was the other thing I was going to tell you is you have 20 hours a month of streaming through this StreamYard.
Really?
Before you upgrade to a pay account. I did read that.
20 hours? That's a long time.
Yep. Yeah. Well, most years go over an hour, so that's 20 days.
Yeah. I'll go on there and say I'm going to be on for 15 minutes. Justin, you're fine. Thanks there, brother. Brian Griffin. Vlad says you're good. Bingo. Some providers, yes, which is horrible. Play around. It's a test. Exactly. It's the test. That's all it is. It's a test stream.
Each time I disconnect myself, it's because I'm testing.
Right. No, hey, this would be perfect though, Vern, for your for your videos and stuff. Because when we do some prepping videos, awesome. Yep. I really like this stream. I'm so glad I was sitting there. Somebody I've been, like I said, subscribed to for maybe a year and a half that I've never ever watched before, and then I seen all the photo or what was playing live, and he had 3 or 4 guys on there, and I was looking, I was like, how that? Clicked on it, and it had the little duck thing that said StreamYard, powered by StreamYard, and here we are, thanks to Vlad and you. Actually, the only part of Vlad I got to see was his microphone.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if that was a microphone or something else. No wonder his wife's so happy.
But I love the fact, because when I went on when Vlad had me on the show that day, which thank you again for that, Vlad, I couldn't see any of the live chat.
No. Yeah, you were telling me that. So, yeah, that's a bummer. I used to have a couple people bring me on live, and that was on Hangouts, and all I could see was them, but I could not see the chat or nothing. So it's kind of yeah, I'm in bed, laugh out loud. Yeah. Vlad's like, I'm not getting out of bed to help you. I'll lay in bed and fix you all up. I tell you what, Vlad, I owe you big time. Because I was even asking Vern. Vern's like, well, we asked Vlad. You know, I kind of
Yeah.
felt bad.
Do you
It's
think
like,
he's awake?
yeah, I know, right? It's like, hey,
All
Vlad.
I had to do was go into Skype, and I saw the green light on his picture, and I was like, yeah, I'll send him a message. There's a green light.
Well, we've never really technically met, which you know sometimes you don't meet face to face, but via comments here and there. But it's like, hey, Vlad, nice to meet you. Can you really help me out? It's almost like, can you help me dig my pool in the backyard by hand? You know, a neighbor.
Yeah. Hey, you want to come over and help me dig this hole? They get there and they find out it's a septic system.
Right. You call that a hole? Yeah, it's only 20 by 15 wide and 12 feet deep.
Don't worry,
Don't
we're
worry
just
about
digging
the
into my
rocks.
honey pot.
Right, exactly. Burn, prep, and survival. We used OBS with Skype. Oh, when I told Vlad what kind of computer I had, he cracked up. What do I got, Vlad? Like a 1969 Chevette or something when it comes to computer.
No, your computer went on the ark with Moses.
I think it did. It does have Moses scratched in here. I thought my son did that, and I got Fred Flintstone on the other side. I have used OBS. Some people consider it to be hard to work with, but I figured it out. Just takes a bit of effort and patience, says Brian Griffin. Well, that's two things that I do not have. Patience and effort. Huh?
Since I deleted myself, you're coming in louder.
1967 Pinto, Vlad said I have. And you know what? It's still pretty looking. It's 1967 model computer. It's a HP L1908W. I don't know what that means.
Damn, that's the ones we had in the computer lab when I was in school.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Over 30 years ago.
Hey, maybe I can sell it on eBay as a vintage computer. Hey, it works. Yeah, Vlad said it works. Doesn't work great, but shoot, we're here now.
If all goes right, within the next 2 weeks, I'll be able to get a laptop and set myself up with internet other than my phone.
Well, what you really should do, Vern, you should be, they say pay it forward. So you should buy me a laptop. I mean, it would make you feel really good inside. I mean, I'd feel bad, but it'd make you feel good. And I want you to feel good, Vern.
Yeah.
Truthfully, I really do.
I'm just going to get one of them cheap ones at like the $139 ones at Walmart, just something good enough to be able to do stuff with.
That's all you need. I mean, I sit there and watch Vlad's videos. He's got the screen, shared screen, goes here, goes there, pops up this and that, bada boom, bada bing. I'm like, I have no idea how he does it. And there's no way on earth I will ever learn because this is the best I can do or go live here on the phone. But I'm very impressed with people that can do it. Yeah. Oh, if that is his wife, boy, they make a great couple because they had me cracking up.
I'm telling you,
see Justin
I
driving
heard him. There's been a few times I heard him call it on the channel. That's I put one together, or two and came up with one.
losing you,
On
brother.
that,
You sound like you're underwater again. What'd you say?
oh,
Crap.
let me
There
flip
you
this
go.
phone over again. There, is that better?
Better? That's much better. The watchman said I can see Justin driving an old Honda Civic or something. You know what? Those Honda Civics run forever. You probably get
Now,
about 250,000 miles out of them, huh?
what was your first car, Justin?
Actually, my first car was a 1986 Nissan pickup truck, 2-door. My dad owed my mom a bunch of child support, never paid, and so on my 16th birthday, he came from Florida and bought it for me, and he taught me in 3 hours how to drive a stick because he just came with his girlfriend and now his wife. Hideous woman, but I'm not going there. I mean, she looks like one of those Oompa from the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. But, yeah, exactly. And she's very mean. But my dad had to leave within 3 hours, and he taught me how to drive a stick, which I think if you have daughters out there or sons and you're going to buy them a vehicle, you no matter what, you should have them the first vehicle if you buy it for them, or at least pay half. It should be a stick, because that way, if they're ever caught in a situation, if they're out with friends, out in the woods, mudding, or somebody gets hurt, they know how to drive just about any vehicle there is, like an automatic, a standard, a dump truck, except a 18-wheeler with 16 gears. But you know what I mean, Vern? Once you get behind the wheel, if you know.
Oh yeah. Once you know how to drive a stick shift, everything else is a walk in the park.
Exactly. In the park. Right in the park, in the parking yard. But that's why my dad wanted me to have a stick. And I prefer a stick over an automatic any day, because I've gotten myself out of many wrecks before when I pulled out and I've seen a vehicle coming too fast, downshift, drop the clutch, and boom, get out of the way. So I love a standard. I'm driving an automatic right now, but stick shift is easy to drive. Stomp the accelerator, pedal, dump the clutch, exactly, and hang on for dear life, says Brian Griffin. Yep. That's what my dad said. Orange Kitty said, yeah, you want your children to be able to know how to drive a stick in case of SHTF situation or anything, or
that's what I did with my nephew. I taught him how to drive a stick shift.
Right. Well,
yeah, my first car was a 1978 Dodge Aspen with a slant 6 in it.
I'm not gonna lie, I have no clue what kind of car that is, but I know what
it almost looks like a Nova when they got out of the sporty look.
Oh, I love the Nova and the SS. A pistol grip. Oh, 4-speed with a 4.4. Oh, was that your first vehicle? Pistol grip. Is 440? Is that the engine, or is that the rear end?
Yeah. That's a motor. No, the 440 is the rear end.
That's what I was asking. 440. Is that the rear end?
Yeah, Tony. We know you have a 13 speed.
Anthony, you must know him as Tony.
Tony, AB.
My name's Anthony. Victor Dulapalli, Anthony. Tony Brown, 13 speed. Man, this chair is killing my backside. Well, I'm super excited about this.
I like it.
Oh my God, that's what I call my son, Action Jackson. Dad taught me on a hill, his truck behind. That well, my dad had me parked right up on, in Tennessee is where I was living at the time when I turned 16, and had me pull up on some of the steepest hills and make sure I
Eat
drop that
more
clutch
chicken.
and ride that pedal. Huh?
Anthony, eat more chicken.
Eat
The
more
more
chicken.
the more chicken we eat, the more routes he has.
Oh, does he deliver chicken?
Yep.
What, like Uber Eats or something? I didn't know they had chicken delivery.
No, in his 18-wheeler.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if he
He's
drove.
a chicken driver.
I thought he was a delivery truck driver in the hood or something. I didn't know.
With his billy club behind the seat.
I'm just being serious. I heard that Uber Eats, it's like a Uber driver, but they deliver food.
Now, I don't know if it made it on the news up there, but down here, there was an Uber driver brought someone McDonald's or something. They even delivered McDonald's, I guess. But wherever
Yeah,
it was
Uber
from,
Eats.
they ordered they got shakes with it. Well, he must have spilled the shake on the floor, and he dumped out his floor mat, dumped the shake all back in. I guess when the people got to the bottom when the people got to the bottom of the shake, there were all kinds of rocks, there was hair, there was everything all through the shake.
Oh, that's disgusting.
So
Anthony
yeah,
said,
I won't be ordering from that.
"Oh, that's brutal." I've seen not to be raunchy, but oh, Anthony says I haul chicken for a living, truck driver. Hell yeah, truck drivers will keep this world going around. What was I gonna say? Oh, this I'm sure you might have seen it. It was a video of a disgruntled co or gas station clerk or whatever, where he peed in the Mountain Dew bottles.
I heard something about that.
Oh, so gross. He got, I think he got almost like maybe 5 or 10 years. But they showed him he was mad. He like drank half the bottle, like this size, and got down to here and filled the rest of it up with piss. And I was like, oh, and it was so sad. They showed the guy. Matter of fact, the guy was, if anybody knows his story, um, he was either jogging or riding his bike, exercising, and bought that Mountain Dew bottle, went outside and chugged it because he was burning up, It's like go, 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 and then spit it out, knew something was wrong. That's how they found out, because he, called the cops, and oh my God, I would have broke his neck. I would have went in there, which you didn't know who it was, but
Well,
go get him, Brian.
Did you see that new picture of the McDonald's employee behind the register? It went viral.
Hold on. I have to calm down. The Swedish bikini team, they're doing topless jumping jacks in my living room.
That's why I was laughing. That's why I was laughing. I went into chat and saw that.
He's so funny. I tell you what, there's been times I just wanted to give up on life, and he'll put in something ridiculously funny like that. All right, take pictures there. Make sure they got some bunny rabbits. Come
there you
on.
go, right? That's a nice guy.
Orange Kitty says, "Oh, gross," and she said, "Come on. I work in a hospital." Hey, I was a certified PA, personal assistant for the mentally handicapped and disabled, and elderly, and I had to give enemas and all that stuff. That didn't gross me out. Two of my patients have passed away from cerebral ataxia, which is like cerebral palsy. Um, uh, Oh my gosh. Oh my, I can't believe I forgot his name. Timbo. He's called him Timbo. His name is Tim. And he was 6'4", 300 some pounds. And we'd have to, hold him up in the shower because he had scoliosis. They put rods in his back. But
Oh, wow.
yeah, so when he, sent him down on the toilet, this and that, well, sometimes we'd have to, bathe him and wash him. But he had such a funny sense of humor. He's like, Justin, keep doing that. It's gonna get hot. Talking about his junk because we had to wash him all.
But
So
here
basically,
I'm gonna flip my camera and show you something.
okay.
And them LED lights that come with my solar kit.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the camera? Right there. That's how it lights up my living room.
That's very bright.
And that's from just that light. And it even lights up my kitchen.
All solar. You keep it up, you're going to be down to like $15 a month on your electric.
I used
Well, maybe
1.2 amps the other day. Well, amp hours.
That's crazy.
And that was on my electric bill. That's what's going on it.
They're gonna, they're gonna check out. You got a smart meter or the old meter?
I got a smart meter, and it ain't too smart.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna probably charge you double, thinking you tampered with it or something.
Yeah, I'm running extension cords from the neighbors.
Right. Hey, I've seen that done. I know I'm in nursing school. That's awesome there, Orange Kitty. I keep wanting to say hello, Kitty.
Hello, kitty.
It's the things that people do, like urinating in Mountain Dew bottle. Yeah, exactly. Everything else is fine. I shoot. Huh?
That McDonald's worker that his picture went viral, standing behind the counter, handing a customer their food with his hand down his pants, holding his junk.
Oh, my dad used to do that all the time. I'm kidding.
With his hands down his pants, handing people food.
Oh, I was kidding. That's disgusting. I probably would have reached over and punched him in the throat. But no.
Yeah, but whoever it was, I guess nobody said anything to him. Just somebody took a picture of him.
That's disgusting. Hold on, I gotta get a cushion. I gotta get a cushion real quick. I'm sitting on this hard chair. I'm in the eBay room, changing this eBay room. I'll be right back.
Yep. Yeah, I used to have a I think it was a 79 Plymouth Satellite Sabring Plus. That had a 318 in it. But my favorite car was I had a 78 Pontiac Bonneville that had a 400 in it.
Oh yeah. Much better. Holy moly. You there?
Yep. Now the 273, that was a 6-cylinder, right?
Huh?
I'm talking to old Ryder. He
I was like, what the heck are you talking
posted
about?
up. He had a 273 small block.
Brian Griffin said I ordered a pizza one night from Papa John. Where'd it go?
Yeah,
it came with a pubic hair in each corner of the box. Come to find out, I missed. Man.
Damn.
I love you, Brian. Holy crap, that was funny. Well, anything late night's not G-rated, that's for sure. I can't believe we only got 8 people in the house. What time is it?
2:00 in the morning, my time.
Oh, no wonder. Whoops.
It is what it is.
Oh, I don't care. I'm enjoying myself. I'll sleep in tomorrow.
And on that note, I got to
can't
drink
work.
more.
Well, the funny thing is I really can't work. I got that surgery coming. Oh shoot, I got that doctor's appointment tomorrow at 10. Which is no big deal. Hey Justin, I noticed you got a bunch of boxes in the background. Yes, I am an eBay seller. Exactly.
Don't lie. Tell them the truth. That's how you ship the body
Well-
parts out.
Well, yeah, but actually, concrete construction. But yep, it's all eBay. Which we sell. I got all kinds of stuff I hadn't even posted yet. These old ball
Is that a water bomb?
bottles. Oh, it's the old oil where they put the oil.
Yeah.
I got all kinds of. I got tons and tons and tons and tons of antiques, but downstairs is way much more. When I used to really hit it hard, I there's times I've made 3 to 5,000 in a month, but that's during the winter time. Nice, me too.
Actually, Vlad,
Jackson Jackson
Beaver
said,
shouldn't
brother.
be. Beaver shouldn't be. Hello Kitty should know the answer to why that is.
Absolutely. I'm gonna what Action Jackson said, and that's so funny. That's what where's the pictures?
What do you think?
No, right here is my son right there. Oh, the light. You can see where he signed somewhere Action Jackson at the bottom. And that's me and Big Precious before he turned out to be I'm not going there, punk. But he said, I recommend anyone struggling for money to do it, to sell eBay. And eBay is so easy. I got my eBay app. Matter of fact, I got 2 things that sold today, which I didn't have time to run to the store to sell. It says pay 3 things. Holy crap. These here you can't really tell what they are, but they're called cobs, whatever. They go in the corner of walkways. Those sold for 45 plus 25 shipping. These tubs, vintage, galvanized steel wash tubs. I was going to sell them for 80, but I figured I'd drop it down to 55. They sold for 55, 45 shipping, and some new old stock grip toolkit or whatever. But my favorite, though, the best, if Action Jackson's listen, they don't have it no more. They get rid of stuff. I like to go to auctions and buy mounts, fishing mount, like muskies and pike. You can get them for like 40, 45 bucks. You can sell them all day long if they're about 35 inches or longer. You can sell them all day long for about 300, 350 bucks. It's ridiculous. And if you don't believe me, go on eBay and type in fish mount, trophy pike 40 inches or something like that. You'll see how much they sell for. But you can buy them all day long up here. Sometimes you can get them for 20 bucks at a yard sale. It's ridiculous. So a lot of people are like, how do you survive when you're not at work? Well, during the winter, that's what I do if I'm not in Florida pouring concrete. Because medically, no, it shouldn't be balls.
That's the Viva. And actually, it shouldn't. Your hairs, your hairs down there are to protect you from certain diseases and bugs.
Really?
Yep.
Vintage motorcycle helmets. Yeah, I love finding. I love going to a yard sale and finding an old open-faced vintage Bell helmet, orange, or if you can find one with uh, flakes, then it's big money. Like he says, shit, I make 3 times more money eBay than working a day job. Yep, I believe you. Trust me, I do it all the time. That's what keeps me going. Um, real quick, I think I tried to talk you into doing that, Vern. Maybe not. eBay,
Yeah, I told you I got to make some of my stuff there first.
right? It's a
And
small
like,
group, so I live Bolo, or I give Bolo helmets, vintage motorcycle helmets. Did one I paid $5 for and sold for 850. It's like winning the lottery, buddy. And you know what I always say? Um, Action Jackson, when I'm selling something on eBay, which I have a ton of listings, what I'm doing, if it's something old, whatever, I'm selling a little childhood memory piece. Back in the during the Depression, that's why some of the antique marbles. He's reading the
oh
chat.
man,
Some
I
of
was
some
reading
of
the
the
chat again.
I know some of the antique marbles. I want to say real quick, the reason why they're worth so much is because children that grew up in the during the Depression, their marbles meant everything to them because that was the only toys they had. Now, when they grew up and they became successful and elderly in their 80s and 90s, and they had tons of money, they wanted that childhood memory back. That's why a lot of the clay marbles and the antique marbles sell for ungodly amount of money. That's a badass tattoo you got there. I never seen
That one,
that. Yeah, I don't know what you did, but that's cool. I don't like people with
I hit.
tattoos.
I went to hit the chat button and I hit the phone button.
Mm.
Yeah, that's on my leg.
That's pretty cool.
I did that myself.
You did a great job. I personally don't
And,
like tattoos.
well, I used to give them as a hobby.
Did you?
Yep.
Action Jackson said, I also started a food truck business for the profits from eBay. Make money to make, yeah. Well, make money to make money, takes money to take money.
Yeah, it takes money to
Don't
make
have to
money.
work. Yep. Don't have to work for the man. Exactly. That's what I love about being self-employed. Don't have to make money for the man. And Action Jackson, it's nice to see another it's nice to see another entrepreneur, and that's one thing when it comes to socialism and Bernie Sanders and all that. People want to live in a socialist. Yeah, tattoos are evil, Vlad.
No, they ain't.
Yes, they are.
No, they ain't.
I don't even know where half mine are at. I don't remember. I really don't. I forget all the time. But
Every tattoo that I have tells a part of a story that makes me who I am.
same here, but I just forget. Like right here, this is my daughter's initials, my daughter's names here in the back, and then I have the one on my chest, my mom, forever love, all that stuff.
Glad you have tattoos. Oh, look, she's calling him out.
Vlad's a smart ass. I love it.
Yep.
But what I want to
I
say,
know I'm sleep. He's sleep.
he's sleep. Oh, I gotta check that out. All I saw was a microphone, but Action Jackson, you the man. That's why I'm a independent truck driver. So, exactly. And so many of these people, and I'm telling you what, if you are a Bernie Sanders fan or whatever supporter, then you support socialism. And a lot of these young college kids, they want free college from Bernie Sanders, who's a socialist. And he's teetering on socialism or communism. But okay, what do you want free college for? Because once you get your degree, you still have to work for the government. You cannot be an entrepreneur.
Here, I'll give them free college. They just have to get onto this boat, and I'll ship them to where they can have it.
Exactly. Right. But why go to college for free if you can't be an entrepreneur and start your own business? The government owns everything. You know what I mean? Unless you're high up in the food chain, like your family. But yeah, I'm gonna go to college for 10 years to be something really big for free. But I'm going to make the same amount of money as the person down the street, not even going to work because they evenly divide the money. So, anyways, I can't. We're not going to talk politics tonight. If I did, I'd go all out. But college is expensive. My tuition is $3,500 each semester. Yes, Orange Kitty though. But if we lived in a socialist country, um, yeah, you get free college, but you would probably be making the same amount of money as, let's say, Brian Griffin beating up bunny rabbits. But it's all displaced evenly, you know. So,
Who'd make the same money as the guy who lives next door sitting in his chair all day.
exactly. Talking on YouTube like me and you. But a socialist country leads to, I mean, look at Venezuela. 16 years ago was one of the actually was the richest country in South America. And look at them now. You gotta love socialism. Turns
Yep.
into communism. And now they're starving and inflation. You seen them walking down the street with wheelbarrows of cash to buy a loaf of bread?
Yeah, because it weren't too long ago the government bought everybody houses because the oil that they were selling, the guy who was their president point blank said, "This is Venezuela money. This is everybody's money."
That's what socialism is. They disperse it amongst everybody evenly.
But
So
that was the oil. That was the oil money he did that with.
yeah, but they have garbage oil though, right? And did you know that Russia, or no, China gave them was it China that gave them a big loan on the oil, multi-billion dollar, I mean billions of dollars for the oil, and then they went behind China's back and made an agreement to sell that same oil to Russia for another few $billion. So that you know
But
what I mean? It's like,
now here's the thing with that. When that was all going down, I think that's just the story that we got because both Russia's ships for the oil and China's ships for the oil was down there by the Panama Canal going in there and getting oil. So they
well,
both knew that each one of them was getting the oil.
of course they both were trying. Yeah, no,
Yep.
good Thursday morning. Brother Benny's in the house. Well, they both were entitled to their oil, but the Venezuelan leader went behind China's back and sold.
Yeah, to Russia.
Yep, to Russia. I was a firefighter medic, went to college for it, became an alcoholic, working myself to death. 7 years sober. 7 years. That's awesome.
Congratulations on that.
That's why I got sober life and one day at a time. It's an everyday battle. It's an everyday fight, brother. Much love, mad respect. Don't know you, but extremely proud of you. It is a daily struggle and a daily fight. Longest I was sober was 3.5 years. Action Jackson, grats, yay. I can never tell if Brian's being serious with his words, but yeah, brother Brian, brother Benny, what are you doing up so late or so early? Action Jackson, that is too funny. Not funny as in that's my son's name when he comes in. All the subs / friends, brothers and sisters in Christ we have on this channel call him Action Jackson, the weatherman, because I'll be like, "What's the weather?" And he'll look out and be like, "Dark and cold," or "Dark and hot." He's the weatherman. Anyways, my hat is off to you. Man, that's a long time.
See,
It's
the
been
longest I'd ever been sober was almost 3 years.
I made it almost 3.5. Then my brother died, and then slipped up, fell off the wagon. Got right back on the wagon. Did another 6 months, and then fell off, and then on and off and off. It's just been it's been brutal. It's I tell you what, when you come to a certain point in your sobriety, you look for any reason to validate why you're drinking. You'll start a fight with your wife or girlfriend or somebody or whatever, just knowing that you want to go get a 6-pack. And when you're sober for 3 years and you slam that 6-pack or that half pint or that pint of vodka,
Damn, you
holy
become a cheap
crap.
date.
Yeah, you're shit, pardon my French, you're shit faced. And the next morning you wake up, you're hungover, and guess what? You say, I know how to fix this, a little hair of the dog that bit me, and then bam, you're right back where you started. Chasing that freaking the hair of the dog that bit you just to keep you from being sick. If Action Jackson, if you ever want to go, check out my first YouTube video. I'm thinking of starting a channel, doing it sober, starting business from nothing, and showing how. I think that would be a great, great, great channel, and we would definitely. I know, I'm pretty sure Vlad would give you a leg up. I would. So would Brother Vern here.
Yep.
You could actually teach people how to make money on eBay. You'll get a lot of followers right off the rip, and you can always introduce your sobriety into that, and that's a great way to make money through sobriety, because sometimes when you're going through even your struggles 1 year later, you're still sober, which I tell people. I've had people ask me, why do you have suicidal thoughts when you've been sober for so long? Well, 3 or 4 months into sobriety, everybody's proud of you. You're getting a pat on the back and, this and that, and an attaboy and, or attagirl. And 8 months later, yeah, good job, blah, blah, blah. When you hit about a year, it becomes a normalcy. Everybody's used to you being sober. So that high that you were on, that cloud 99, not cloud 9, it kind of fades away. And it's just like that excitement of, yes, I can beat this. It just flows out to a normalcy. That roller coaster, that hell yeah, is just, hey, I'm normal. And
See, when I decide I'm going to go without drinking and stuff now,
mm-hmm.
I'll do it for 3 or 4 months, just as like a systems cleaning.
Right.
And a lot of my friends back home don't understand it. They're like, Vern, you'll come to parties, you'll be here with us the whole time, but yet you'll sit there and go 6 months, not have a drink, and then turn around and have a drink like it was nothing.
Right.
But at any time, and they've all seen it, at any time, I can walk away for 6 months, a year or so.
Right. And you are what like my mom was, that I consider a functioning alcoholic, so to speak. Not calling you an alcoholic, but you can slam 6-8 beers, maybe more, and get up and go to work. Now me,
Yep.
on the other hand, I was so bad that it would take me a half pint of vodka just so I could brush my teeth in the morning. I always had a half pint just so when I got out of bed, my shakes were so bad, and I would have to slam and gag just so I could steady my hands to brush my teeth. So I know all about alcoholism. Never got into the drugs, thank God, knock on wood, which alcohol, same thing. But it's all in, but there's so many. Yeah, me too. I was so sick.
Yeah. Good night, Vlad. Good night, Kitty.
Good night, everybody. I'm not preaching the gospel by no means, because what I got in my hand, but when we do taper off or we detox ourselves, and then 6, 7, 8 months later we fall off the wagon, we go right back to where we were, thinking that we had the same tolerance, and we drink as much as we did, and we wake up the next morning deathly sick because our tolerance, you know what I
Yep.
mean?
Our tolerance ain't there anymore.
Oh shoot, I used to be able to drink a pint of vodka, a pint, slam a pint, not
A
even.
pint. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying in the morning, not even have a buzz, just feel normal. You know what I mean? Now, if I drank a pint of vodka right now and slammed it, I'd be.
Types, a few years ago, I went to a party, and it was a whole weekend thing.
Mhm.
Well, I showed up with a half gallon of Cap Morgan's and 3 cases of beer. And everybody that was at the party, they were all like, "Oh, what do you do? Bring it for everybody." And I'm like, "No, man. The first night's me and that half gallon, and then the beers for the rest of the weekend."
Holy cow!
You should have seen their. That's how. But like I said, I'll literally put it down. Like right now, I ain't had a drink in almost a week.
Right.
Because I feel it's one of them times to clean the body out.
Yeah, detox.
You should have seen their face when I literally finished off that half gallon in one night by myself, and then walked around.
Right. My tolerance too used to be, I don't know, because I'm getting older or whatever, but going so long. But people would say, well, I could drink all night, and they didn't even know that I even had a buzz. It's not that way now. Thank goodness. Later, Vlad's out. I had a drink. Hold on. I had to drink a 6-pack to feel right. I finally shut down my liver. I got lucky. Amen. Had a baby on the way too, so I pretty much committed to not falling off. Praise the Lord. Amen, brother. Do not give up that fight. That's fight the good fight. And brother Benny, if I'm correct, was at one time in the same boat. See, I was right. Seriously, I gave up drinking because I almost killed my 18-month-old daughter about 20 years ago. Jose Cuervo. See, that just goes to show you, I know my brothers and sisters in Christ on the channel, and I know tons of y'all's history, just like the Watchman. And I remember when he was fighting so hard just to see his daughters, and I remember how broken and desperate he was. And I think I don't think we lost him by accident. I think Vern just jumped off. Maybe he got too much for him. I'll try to send him this. If not, I'm gonna be hopping off anyways myself. Copy. I don't know if we lost him or he just jumped off. Which if he did, I understand. My blood pressure is always messed up after I drink. It's never a good idea for me. Seriously, I gave up drinking because I almost killed my 18-month-old daughter. Oh, that was Brian Griffin. I'm sorry. Sorry, Brother Benny. Oh, no, Brian, that's awful. Good reason to quit for sure. Locked and loaded, Brother Justin got saved in 1980 and gave it all up for the Lord. Jesus saved my soul. Amen, brother. Oh, you're there, Vern?
Yep.
You there? Okay, I thought you jumped off because the conversation got a little too personal.
No, my screen went to. So we got to keep. I should have been keeping track of the time. My screen went to private chat only.
Yeah, I just seen that on mine. What the hell does that mean?
And then I got booted. It timed me out. So at about an hour 25 is because right now I can't see the live chat again.
No.
Oh, wait, hold on. Yep, there it goes. So yeah, that's what happened. Mine went to private chat only.
Mm-hmm.
I could see the live chat, and then it booted me out.
Oh well, it wasn't me. We were talking. We got deep in conversation, but then you got
Yeah.
off of it. I was like,
But I do remember when I was reading the website that it did say cell phones are still experimental.
well, it's doing a darn good job. I mean,
Yeah, it is.
your camera or your pictures coming in great. Tony Anthony Brown says smoking is the worst for me. I don't know if you're talking about cigarettes, they're brutal. I don't smoke herb, but my brother, when he had the glioblastoma before he passed away, he police officer, never smoked that weed in his life, and then when I found out all the medicinable, like the THC, and how certain THC shrinks certain tumors in the brain and stuff, I have no problem with people. I never did. People that smoked. I grew up on the job site pouring
I used to
concrete.
grow it.
Did you?
Yep.
10, 22, 34. We got a admission from Vern. Go ahead and bring him in.
Hey, go ahead.
Right.
I worked with a caregiver back in Maine.
I say, okay, yeah, at least I get 4 hots and a cot. I can't get past record. Hold on.
Yeah, I was reading that.
Actually, I can't. Where did it go?
He can't get past recording himself for starting a channel, and he asked how we did it when we first started.
Oh,
He says he's not shy, but it's just weird putting myself out there.
I'm gonna tell you what. When I made my first video, I tell you what, it released me. It was the best testimony I ever put out there that I always bottled inside. And when I put it out there, it took me like you got Vern, he's got 370, 360.
377 now.
Okay, you're at 3. It took me almost 2 years to get probably I would say 400 subscribers, maybe long, because they didn't have love mobs and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
they didn't, wasn't interacting like this. But when I put my first video out, it was for me, when I talked about, what it's like to be an alcoholic, I did the video for family members. And I actually did it for when my wife and I owned this antique shop. I did it for this woman, an elderly woman and her husband, that their son was an alcoholic. And I was trying to explain to them why, because they'd be like, as soon as he gets up in the morning, he has to have a beer or he's drinking liquor, he's a loser. I'm like, no, he's not. He's afraid of being sick. And there's nothing worse than going through withdrawals.
The DTs.
Yeah, the DTs. They're scary, they're deadly, this and that. And once I explained it to them, then they turned around and they supported him, and they took him to a detox center and paid for it. And still to this day that I know, he's still sober. And that was my first channel, or my first video I ever did. And you can go to Locked and Loaded. Actually, I don't even think the username was Locked and Loaded. Detox. You can put Locked and Loaded Detox or whatever. I could find my first video and put it up there. But there's nothing worse. It's like I tell people, oh yeah, I get real excited. I used to get real excited waking up in the morning, shaking so bad and being so nauseous and gagging and throwing up, trying to slam a beer or a half pint of vodka just so I could feel normal. Yeah, this is real exciting. I love being a drunk. I love being an alcoholic. Hell no, you're a prisoner. Once you
And
fall off, huh?
I was going to say, my first video was the introduction to my channel, and it was just explaining what I was going to do.
Mhm.
But Cripes, I must have recorded that thing about 9 times because every time I looked at it, I was like, yeah, that ain't right. But every time the words were the same.
Right. See, my experience was different because I was doing my testimony, so I did it
Yep.
in one take. But I think Action Jackson has a really good story. It ain't nothing to be shy and embarrassed about, or even if you say you're not. If you just help one person, just like Vern, his videos happen to be with, like survival and like being Vern, you don't know. There could be somebody that watched your video on that snare trap that got lost out in the woods, or it was camping and didn't have the strength to get back to their, hike 20 miles to their car, remembered watching your video and made, that snare trap and snared a squirrel or something small.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And another thing that I look at it is it could be someone who's battling to make ends meet and they can't afford food every day. But then they see that and they're like, you know what? I have
Bada boom.
squirrels running around my backyard.
Yep. Yeah. In Florida, they're everywhere. You
Yeah.
almost have to step over them. So I think that Action Jackson, he's got a great testimony. He's a recovering alcoholic, which he will always be. No offense. 7 years sober, had a daughter, had the will and the strength to give that up. Knows the ins and outs of making money, buying and selling on eBay. I mean, that to me is a great channel. That's a great story. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, shoot, I'll back him up 100% on that one. And same with you, Vern. When it comes to when I saw you on or heard you on Marfugal, and I checked out your video on that minnow trap, I was like, you gotta be shitting me. That thing looks so easy to make, and all those minnows you got,
Yep.
just extremely
4
smart.
minutes in just a couple hours.
Yeah, exactly. People are paying $10 a pack for Marlboros here in Washington State. Yeah, I paid $11 for a pack of cigarettes in Manhattan. That was years ago when I was.
See, Marlboro's are still $6.50 down here.
They're 8 something here, and these Camels here, I'm not gonna lie, they're like $9 and something. I didn't start smoking till I was 24, like an idiot. Not Barfugal. Yeah, he's a sellout now. Marfugal. Tony or
But,
Anthony said not Barfugal.
yep. That's doing one of them what brought you to where you are videos. That's something I didn't think about, but I'm thinking about, yeah, that might be a good video to do at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, to be honest, growing up north, what'd you have to do when you were a kid? Drink, smoke pot, and hunt and fish.
Right. Yeah. If you're in a place that's basically boring or, not much to do, same thing in Tennessee. That's when I first got drunk when I was 13 years old, I believe. We had some old guy bought us a 24 pack of Old Milwaukee's Best Light, the nastiest beer there is. And we had to hide it and keep it in the hayfield. And it got warm. And we drank. Oh my God. I still remember we were laughing and wobbling all over the place. And my buddy, he's no longer here. He got shot in a drive-by and he was paralyzed. But he threw up. His name was Justin, same as mine. He threw up. We started laughing at him, and then I kind of belched. I started throwing up, and then Juan started throwing up, and then Jason Arrington, that's on my channel. He started. We were all sitting there like, throwing. Oh, you want to talk about a long walk home the next day? So hungover. Action Jackson says, "Wow, thanks everyone. It was no accident. Tuned into you tonight. I will do it. You're right. Well, you, brother, just like hold on, I want to read this to you. Wherever it went, I'm gonna read this to you, Vern. You said, "Wow, thanks everyone. It was no accident. Tuned into you tonight. I will do it. You're right. Want to help folks realize it's doable. And
That's awesome.
that's Action Jackson. Absolutely. God works in mysterious ways. If you're a believer or non-believer, everything happens for a reason. I'm a firm believer in our Heavenly Father, and some people aren't, and some people that are sub to my channel, they teeter on faith. I don't know. Same with Vern, but what I loved about Vern when I first saw his channel, I saw this guy. It's hard to explain, Vern. When I saw you, you had this wealth of knowledge, and you wanted to get it out there, and then don't feel uncomfortable when I say this, but this is how I took it. I felt like, man, this guy's not lonely, but he's alone, and he's wanting so badly to teach people things that are going to help him in the future, help him survive, a wealth of knowledge. And then you made that step to make your first YouTube channel, and you made an even bigger step by calling Marfugel and putting your channel out there. And that's, when I talk to you, and there's times I see when you make videos, your face lights up, knowing that what you're teaching these people, like right now, what you're teaching these people could actually save their lives. And as soon as I saw that, boom, I was hooked. I was like, I got to get a hold of that guy. I got to get a hold of you. And that's when I did that shout out video for you. And the rest is history. I've been away from it for a while, but that's personally how I feel. And that's how I felt. And that's how I feel about this Action Jackson. I think he has a lot to offer. Anthony.
With my channel, I've got subscribers who came into my channel through people that they know who subscribed to me, and they, oh yeah, prepping, yeah, whatever. Well, and then they watch my videos, and they're, it was almost like they saw, this ain't the prepper look, but they saw this guy that is literally taking that round coffee can and making a square stove out of it.
Yeah, that one blew my mind.
And that's when people are sitting back going, wait a second, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
He's showing how to take an everyday thing and being able to use it to survive.
Yep. The first video I watched you was the minnow trap, and the second one is when you did the beer can stove. That was so freaking awesome. And Action Jackson, if you're not subscribed, well, you probably are, to Vern. If you go back and Google Vern Prep and Survival beer can stove, and I mean the patience that you had, and that's what I said. And shit hit SHTF situation, shit hits the fan situation, you're gonna have a lot of idle time. You know what I mean? You're not out there hunting, running like you see in the movies, like The Walking Dead, just blah 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 blah. There's gonna be a lot of idle time. So when you were cutting that can with the knife just real slowly, you know what I mean? It's kind of like whittling, and
exactly.
And I was thinking to myself, what the hell is he doing? What the hell, not in a negative way. I was like, how's this going to work? And then once you finished it and you put like the small holes inside and the flames, I was like, that is freaking ridiculously awesome. And
there's actually a lot of YouTube videos out there that's something that's been around for years.
I've never seen it till yours. God's honest truth. Never have I ever seen that. I've never seen a YouTube channel put that out there like that. And my favorite saying that you say at the end, if you can say it, I love it. Do it
stay safe, stay alert, and always do things the way they work best for you.
Exactly. And I love that. And that we'll touch on that topic too when you had other YouTubers telling you to, I know we're not, we talk about it often, but build your structure first and this and that before anything. And you were the one that taught me that no, it's the opposite.
Well, it's not really the opposite. It's just like I say, multitask while you're getting the wood for your shelter.
Mm-hmm. I would
put
say
out a trap for food.
Yeah, but I'd still have to say from those channels it's opposite because they are balls to the wall, but they got all that camping gear. They got all the big bucks, okay? And take their camera gear and stuff. But in a real life survival situation, like you said, make your minnows. Do this, run over, work on your structure, go back, grab your minnows, set your trot lines or fishing poles, back and forth, you know what I mean? And then by the time your shelter's built, and then bada boom, bada bing, you might have a 12-inch bass, you might have a freaking 8-pound bass, or you might have, if you're brackish water, you might have a couple saltwater trout, some sheephead. There's no telling, or some brand bluegill. You got food,
Exactly.
and you got shelter. So,
and another way I look at it is, I've got the blue tarp to make a tarp shelter. I'm out of the weather and stuff for a couple of days. I don't need to get that shelter built immediately.
Exactly. You don't need the top-notch Taj Mahal with the shelter with the elevator in it and all that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hold on. Pisses me off that being self-sufficient is a bad thing and called prepping for doomsday. Another reason socialism will suck. Amen, brother. And being a prepper these days is not taboo like it used to be. Almost if you're not in the game, there's a small chance you're a day late, dollar short. You're behind.
Yeah. And then look what I said the other day. Prepping, the word prepping, it's not what it used to be. Now you're prepping for that couple days without power. You're prepping, for any sort of emergency. You are literally preparing and setting yourself up to make it through. You don't have to look at it as, I'm prepping because the world's going to end. No, man.
Exactly.
You're prepping to help yourself to survive.
If we got snowed in here right now, or this wicked blizzard came and the power went out for 6 months, we are golden because of everything I did. My wife thought I was crazy and stupid, and now watching the news. But one of my main things is, because of the calories and the carbohydrates, is instant mashed potatoes. Learn how to dry can those, and tuna fish in a can when you find them on sale, baked beans, the bags of rice, and then put them in, dry can them. And people say, oh, well, you got to be careful with tuna because of the mercury in it and this and that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if shit hits the fan. Now, the mercury can affect you 10 years down the road. You're trying to survive day by day,
Exactly.
So I think of making some instant mashed potatoes, chunks of Spam, mix that up. There you got, your fats, you got your carbohydrates, you got all kinds of different, you know what I mean? And high calories. And then the sardines, I love sardines. Mix those with mashed potatoes, because mashed potatoes, they're high in starch and calories and stuff. And I'll shut up too. And here, just right here, this, fish antibiotics. A lot of people don't know.
Right.
This is amoxicillin. It's the same antibiotic that the doctor gives you. Same exact thing. It's way cheaper, and you don't have to get a prescription. You go to a pet store, buy them on eBay.
But
I'll shut up, man. I just went rambling, but
I was just gonna thank Brian Griffin for putting up the link to my YouTube channel when you mentioned it earlier.
Oh, he did? That's awesome. Thanks, Brian. Much love. God bless you. See?
Yeah, I kept going back into chat to see who it was that did it, and then I'd get out, and all of a sudden it'd be behind more chats again.
Yeah, this is kind of throwing me off a little bit with this chat here, because I'm used to the other live stream. But what I like about it, it's not flying up either, though. Huh?
Yeah, I can keep the chat there, but I don't see you, or I don't see the picture from the channel.
Right.
So I keep switching back and forth.
I like what Tony said. You called him Tony, so I'm assuming he's Tony Anthony.
Well, that's because my cousin back home, Anthony, We called him Tony. So
Oh,
it was
okay.
just instinct.
Oh, I thought it was somebody from your channel.
No, that's why I changed it out. I changed it because just instinct from being back home.
Okay. All right, now I feel like a real jackass, but no, I don't. Anthony / Tony Brown said my wife made fun of me for prepping a few years ago. Now she supports prepping. Absolutely. And here's another thing too. I've shown before, and Vern knows about these. These, I swear, are the best thing I've ever come across at the Dollar Tree, not Dollar General. These candles are 99 cents. What, $1.05 after taxes? And they burn for 58 hours straight. And every single one I tested burnt about 57 and a half hours to 58 hours. And they burn clean. They don't burn with that black soot. For $1, that's a lot of light. And like I said, after you're done, you've got this glass that you can use for drinking. Not getting shit faced drinking, but just drinking out of, or you can crush it up in the glass and use for self defense. I don't know, but they're only $1 at the Dollar Tree, not Dollar General, and they burn so bright too. 58 hours. I lit it in my bathroom, and I remember the
Damn, that's a
time
lot of crap.
yeah. Yeah, but they don't smell though, so it didn't do any good. But yeah, if you ever see
Well,
these at Dollar Tree, check them out.
hey, yeah, where'd it go? Oh yeah, hey Sarah, nice to see you made it in. The reason why we're up so late is we just found this new way to live stream, so we could do it as a group live stream with more
Absolutely.
than one of us on here.
Well, here, you go ahead and talk to them. Can you see the chat? I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm gonna go burn one of these. No, I'm kidding. I'll be right back. So if
50-hour crap.
well, that's cool because now I can leave and go do a potty break. Number one, not two, but it's a little bit too much information. You can see the chat, so you can
Talk with them.
Yeah, it didn't used to be like that on Hangout. So
I know that used to bug me.
cool beans. All right, I'll be back.
Yeah, Anthony, you have my number, so yeah, you can send me pictures. I think you sent me some pictures of something before. You have 12 35-gallon galvanized steel containers you put stuff into. There you go. That's a good idea. That's some big containers, so. You can only prep if you can hold the fort. If you go on the run, it's only what you can carry. That's true too, Watchman. And that's why, like the bag that I've been building in my channel, I keep telling everybody I'm trying to make that bag so it weighs less than 20 pounds, but within that 20-pound range, have everything I need to be able to survive long term if needed. Good investment. See through what? Oh, yeah. Bullets. See, now, Watchman, I got myself in a predicament that I can't own a gun. So for me, it's a crossbow, a bow and arrow, and stuff like that. I mean, I'll admit, we talked about drinking earlier, and that's part of my story is I screwed up a few too many times by getting behind the wheel, got enough OUIs that I lost that right. And literally the day I went in and I got found guilty the last time, and knowing that when I got home, the first thing I had to do was get my guns and go to the police station with them. That was a hard thing to do, man, because I was an avid hunter and everything else. But that day, it was like a crushing blow to who I was. I had to pick myself back up and become me again.
Oh, when you lost your firearms?
Yeah, when I got that OUI that made me the felon.
Yeah, which I think once we talked about that before.
Yep.
I think if you if you're a felon, a nonviolent crime, that you should not lose your Second Amendment right. I think it's bullcrap.
Yeah, I had cops and everything back home like, hey man, this dude's a good kid. He's an avid hunter. You know, he's a Maine sportsman through and through. And they tried to get it so that I could somehow keep the rights to own a gun.
Mm-hmm.
And then in Maine, I got to go 10 years after the court date, after I was found guilty. And then I've got to write a letter to the governor, and it depends on who the governor is, to try to get my rights back. Well, the governor they've had up there for the last few years, he ain't given anyone's their rights back.
That's crazy. And there's so many people that rely on hunting to feed their family. Now, if you're beating women and you're a dirtbag piece of shit, pardon me, and you're robbing banks and stealing and, you know, all kinds of crap like that, yeah, violent crimes over and over and over again, you're a felon. No, you don't deserve to have your Second Amendment, which they don't listen anyways. They still, you know, get guns, but I tell you what's funny though is we were talking. Remember, Vern? I know you're reading, but you said as a felon you can't even be a you can't buy a BB gun, but you can get a crossbow.
And the reason for the BB gun is the trigger mechanism and the amount of rounds it holds.
Dude, I'd take crossbow any day over a BB gun.
Oh, I would too. I can take a big animal with it, and I can own any muzzle loader. I used to have a 40 cal muzzle loader.
Dude, I'm telling you, when I shot my uncle's up in Vermont, his muzzle loader kicked harder than any gun I've ever had, harder than my AR-10. And my
I did a few experiments with mine to see how much gunpowder I could take.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I had some big bruises on my arm.
That's what I was going to say. I bet you were bruised up big time.
Yep.
So I just got back in. Action Jackson, what do you plan on making your YouTube name? Well, I'll give you a couple of hints that you want to learn about YouTube. Title and tags. Title and tags are what get you the views. I learned that from somebody. I gave that advice to Brother Vern. But if you hello everyone, I just noticed it was live. Hey, what's happening? Geraldine's in the house. God bless you. Action Jackson, I bet if you do a video, the first one before you get into opening up, I would say how to make money on eBay. And I guarantee
I got another hint for him too. Your first video would, you know, and that's usually it's going to be the hardest one to do.
Mm-hmm.
Make it like you're doing a video to one of your friends that you ain't seen in forever.
Right.
Act like you're talking to one of them.
Mm-hmm.
That'll help you become more comfortable putting your face on the camera and the strange feeling it has of just talking to the camera.
Mm-hmm.
But that's one hint I can give is act like you're making the video to tell one of your friends that you ain't seen since grade school how you've been and what you've gone through.
Yeah, basically how Vern and I are talking right now. You know what I mean? Feel comfortable, feel calm, feel just be yourself. Right? Am I right or wrong? It's not easy. It's not easy.
No,
but it can be.
Well, my buddy Gale Force, the one that stopped in earlier when we were talking on the phone.
Uh-huh.
Some of the videos I made, because he'll sit there and literally he'll watch the videos with me when he comes over, and he'll ask questions through the whole video, even though when I answer it by the end of the video. there's times I wish he was sitting here so you know he could ask the question. I could kind of explain it to him, then just be like, yeah, well, watch, you'll see.
Right. Action Jackson. I was Action Jackson said, smiley face. He goes, "I'm listening, taking notes." You don't have you don't have to take notes, but you can always send a message to Vern or me, etc. Both of us. If you need any type of advice, he's got loyal sub/friends. I've got loyal sub/friends, brothers and sisters in Christ. You come up with something good, like B Carter. B Carter's in the house. See, B Carter's been around for a long time. Solid brother in Christ. And I tell you what, I didn't even know he had a channel till the other day. Didn't know. Had no clue. That's what some of our followers and subscribers don't come out and say, "Hey, I have a channel," because they think in YouTube land it's taboo to say you have a channel. Me personally, if you come on my channel, which I call everybody else's channel, if you have a channel, feel free to say, "Hey, I've got a channel," and I will definitely give you a shout out. What's up, Locked and Loaded? What's going on, the Watchmen? B Carter says, B Carter, we're trying out this new what's it called again?
StreamYard.
StreamYard, powered by StreamYard. We're trying a new live stream, which I actually like better than Hangouts. Way better than Hangouts. Because actually Vern it's running off of my computer, so he can still see the chat. Used to be, if it was running off my computer in Hangouts, he couldn't see the chat. So anyways, it's what, even not many people get rich and famous off of YouTube. Now there was a time when I was hitting it hard and heavy, and I was making not a lot of money, but decent money. But it all went to,
I know it. I know the saying Watchmen tried to put up there.
What do you say?
You're gonna shoot your eye out, kid.
You'll shoot you. I love that movie. That's one of my favorite movies ever. I want to show Action Jackson. If you see this, this is actually from Wounded Warriors. There's a letter with actually hidden behind it, but it says, "Dear Justin Wells, blah 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 blah." The other one says, "Dear Justin." It says, "Your locked and loaded 100% fundraiser will have a direct impact on the lives of so many of your fellow," but it's all handwritten. That's what I used to do with the money that I made off of YouTube. But I after my brother died, I stopped making videos for a long time. So you can make money. And Vern, you're right around the corner to be being monetized.
623 more people.
But what we need to do is switch it around once you get your computer or whatever, so we can do the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And you'll get more subscribers, but you'll get more watch time.
Yep. Yeah, because that 1,000 subs, I think, is kind of nuts. But hey, it is what it is.
Right.
At least my younger brother shares a secret with me.
Yeah, I know. Action said, "Should be honest with you, the title that you want to make your video, it'll come to you just like a tattoo. I don't know if you have tattoos. If you don't, no biggie. But the title you it doesn't have to be catchy. Locked and Loaded 100% came to me one time when I was watching the Antifa video, and I was so pissed, and I was out target practicing, and I came back in the house. I was watching some Antifa rallies, and I was like, I'm locked and loaded 100%, ready to go. And then boom, I put it in there, and that's how I had the name ever since. Locked and Loaded 100%.
And see, another good title for if he's going to talk about going through the sobriety and stuff, would be Climbing on the Wagon and Centering My Life, or Finding a Center to My Life.
There
because
you go.
by climbing onto the wagon, he found a way to be self-employed.
Right.
So, just something catchy like that somebody looks up something wagon, and that wagon word's going to show up.
There you
They
go.
look up something life is going to show up, and that's what you taught me, Justin.
Right. Yeah, it's keywords in searching. So doing it sober is what I'm doing it sober. If you ask me, it's perfect if it's not already out
Yep.
there. But right there, you got. I mean, sobriety is something you got to be proud of.
Exactly.
And shoot, I think it's a perfect name. And you'll get a lot of people reaching out to you. And like you said, Vern, they could just be typing in. There could be somebody that's just down and out. I'm not ignoring you, B. Carter. I'll read that in a second. All y'all down and out, just feeling like life's over, and they just type in being sober. Boom! All of a sudden, your channel pops up, and they have no hope. And then all of a sudden, you have videos on going to yard sales and what to look for and how to make money on eBay. And they're like, well, they're trying to pull themselves out of the darkness. And next thing you know, they're walking down the street or they're riding their bike down the street and they're going to yard sales and they're spending $2 and they're selling that item for $25 and yada, yada, yada. There's times I've spent $5 and turn it into $1,000. So, ooh. Action Jackson said I drank Goldschlager. I'm sorry, bud. That shit was nasty. A couple sips is all right, but whew, that zings the brain too. Absolutely. Hey,
Yeah, it does.
At least he's got some gold in his brain.
Now, see, like with me, I'm going on my 4th year of starting life over for like the 4th or 5th time. And that's one of the reasons I moved down here to Florida. Back home, every street sign had, there was a shadow behind it that was the purest of the bad things that I did, trying to suck me back in. And no matter what I did, it was everywhere as I was at. So I figured moving down here, getting a new start, and just in the short time I've been here, I bought myself this camper I live in. I'm starting to get everything back, and doing the YouTube channel, it kind of, in a way, gives me a way to connect out and keep in touch with people.
I honestly think the YouTube, it's not like I've known you forever, but I think the YouTube has actually helped you like it's helped me. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Am I right or wrong?
Oh, you're right, because when I left Maine, see, I don't have any kids. I should be a dad 4 times, but I don't have any kids.
Right.
That's a long ass story. But the closest that I had to a kid was my nephew Mikey.
Yeah, you told me. I remember.
Yep. And he looked up to me, and I always did so much with him. And then when I moved down here, it was like leaving your kid and walking away from it. And then he had his daughter Destiny, which is my, what would that be, great niece. And she looked up to me almost the same way Mikey did. So Mikey I was at least able to share stuff with. Because I took him out hunting and fishing and all that stuff for the first time. Christ, I even gave him his first ride on a motorcycle. But yeah, having the YouTube channel, I guess in a way, is like having a kid and being able to share the information, but I'm putting it out there as information that anybody can find and use if they need it.
I think you just sold yourself short on that. You put out information that anybody could find. The real quick, I want to say
anybody could find the information I'm putting out, because if they get into YouTube, sorry, rolling a cigarette. If they get into YouTube, they can find my channel. But I've also got the loyal subs. I've also got the loyal subs that
Mm-hmm.
I could, you know, most of them I can tell kind of need that push in the right direction to be able to do some of the things that I know how to do.
Right. And that's what I was getting at. I thought you meant just anybody could find what I'm talking about. No, there's
No.
the way you lay things out to me. You know, you remind me of not don't take this the wrong way. My shop teacher in high school. They don't have that anymore that I know of.
Yeah, I
But
know.
he was just so he was real in the way he talked, but he was real life talk. He wasn't with the books, and you know what I mean. He explained things. He explained the good, the bad, the dangerous, this and that. And like I said, one of my favorite phrases is what you say at the end. You know, do what best works for you, and
Yep.
that's the truth. Sarah says YouTube
For you.
YouTube has been great therapy for me. Yeah, aren't you the one that asked me if you could take a clip from one of my channels when I guess I was bad mouthing my wife's cat, which I still can't stand. But anyways, I'm not sure if that's I'm pretty sure it is. B Carter. Everybody, B Carter has a channel. Like I said earlier, if you want to click on his picture and subscribe to him, show him some love there. Sarah normally has a channel, and shortly, I believe Action Jackson's going to have a channel. As long as he, man, that Goldschlager liquor with gold flakes. Ooh, you ever get a hangover from one of those? That's brutal.
Hey, I'll tell you what. When shit hits the fan, we'll go find him and pump his stomach and get the gold.
Yeah. Action Jackson, let us know where you're at all times, brother. But yeah, everybody, you know, YouTube is definitely, if you don't have the support from loved ones or whatnot, like I don't really, you know, you can develop a really good friendship. You know, just like B Carter. I appreciate that, locked and loaded. No, I do it because I care about him. He's, you know, he's a great brother in Christ. He's been around forever, and he's always been there. You know, always uplifting comments back in the day, and that's how we do. You know, we help each other out. And this is the world that we live in. Social media and stuff. You know, the old timers they complain about it, which me too. I think it's, you know, in a way it's kind of strange, but we adapt to, you know, the future. Just like before, people had cars when there was just horses and, you know, wagons, and they developed into driving cars and this and that. That's basically social media. You know, it's not one on one, but
It's the old
you know,
guys sitting at the. It's the old guys in the country store sitting there having their morning beer. I mean, morning coffee every day and shooting the shit.
right. D's in the house. Hey, I'm late to the party. Much love, D. You know, whoo, D smells like THC. D. I love D. Still praying for your husband there, D. Actually prayed
And see,
pretty hard last night. Go ahead.
another thing that found out after I started my channel stuff, and it was actually kind of like a YouTube channel. Is I to a community like how I talk with you now. We talk all the time. Me and Anthony talk on the phone all the time. You know, that's something that I that's just a perk that came with it. You meet people, you meet like-minded people, and you form this community that you're all there for each other.
Amen. Exactly. And I don't know if you're losing signal, but same thing the first time I talked to you on the phone. You know, I reached out to you and you know, went from there, and there's times when I'm down and out, I'll get a text from you, and sometimes I don't respond because I don't see him till, you know, a couple days later if I'm down in the dumps. and I'll look and I'll have Prepper Vern. I have him in my phone. It'll be like, hang in there, chin up, this, stuff like that, encouraging words, and it means a lot. And I just saw another comment from I'm 40. We are the last generation to remember the old school. I'm 40 too. I'm 40 myself. I think I'm 40.
Damn young pups.
I think honestly, I can't remember. B Carter, he says, I'm going back to bed. I'm glad I popped in for a minute. Thank you, Locked and Loaded. Thank you, Watchman, and thank you to all the Locked and Loaded family. And make sure Jesus Christ is always number one. Amen. So I'm talking about. B Carter, much love. Please click on his picture and subscribe to his channel. Solid, brother. And hopefully, Superman's wife's in the house. Wow, long time no see. Real quick. I wanted to scroll right back up. Anyways, like I said, B Carter, click on his picture, and hopefully one day we'll say, hey, you see Action Jackson, whatever his name may be at the time, click on his picture and subscribe to his channel. That's what I'd love to see one day. Superman's wife, hey, Locked and Loaded, Kathy, Payne, I can't say that. Much love to everyone. D, glad you're back on. I don't know. You're glad I'm back on, or somebody else? You got to help me read some of this stuff, bro.
I'm scrolling up through it all now. But yeah, Sarah, what I'd do in that case, merge your two channels together, bring all your videos together on one channel instead of trying to run two of them.
I didn't even see the question.
She was talking about the place we met. He talked her into getting two channels going, and she was like, now she don't know which one to use, or maybe call them the same. And because I know that when you go in, and if you want to delete a video, you can actually re-download that video to your phone or something, and then upload it to the other channel, and then delete the video, the channel that you don't want to use anymore. Yeah, I'd merge it all together as one.
Yeah, I would definitely do the same.
I couldn't imagine trying to run two channels. I'd be lost.
No, yeah. It's hard enough to do one at times, but it's very, you have to admit, when you get those comments that are inspirational, that you help somebody out, that really, it means a lot. And a lot of people don't realize that. And I know, Vern, you can't lie there. I'm not saying you are, but you've read comments, I'm sure, that kind of, has there ever been a time where you're saying, why am I doing this crap? And then you read a comment that kind of just lights the fire back in your rear.
Oh yeah,
so
it re-embers the spark, throws a little bit of wood in the fire.
Yeah. There you guys. Yeah, that's what I mean. You two are unique. You crack me up, and you also give good info. Oh.
Well, thank you.
Right. I crack me up too. Superman's wife, big hugs and much love from Texas. She's talking to somebody else. I thought she was talking to us. No hugs for us there. Damn it.
No. Action Jackson was leaving, I think.
Watchmen, I thought that too. I was a mechanic and thought that it would be a money maker for a reason. Into reviews on tools and affiliate. No, I don't see him saying good night. Oh, he did say he said good night to Kathy.
Hold on,
Yep, Action Jackson's going to bed. Action Jackson.
Yeah, he said, you guys are great. Thanks again, and I'll keep in touch and get something up soon.
All right, sounds great. And please subscribe to Brother Vern's channel and my channel. Not that, I don't beg for subscribers because we want to watch you grow. We want to, see what you got and support you 100%. I watched a video earlier, Vern. Very interesting.
Okay, I've only got 70. Which video?
You want to know
Oh,
how
maybe
many
it was.
I got?
Yeah, I couldn't count that high yet.
No,
I need to borrow somebody's fingers and toes.
I wasn't trying to outdo you, but there are YouTubers that have like
Oh, I
500
know.
channels and they have 1 million subscribers. I have like 800 in some videos. Well, a lot of them have all been demonetized and half deleted by YouTube. Yes, big hugs and much love to y'all guys, Locked and Loaded and Vern Prep from Superman's wife. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, I wonder if she's talking about the little bit of a spewl I did on that live stream when I checked out how to get a mod and see about why he lost the messages when he was doing his live stream, and the little bit of information we spewed out on kind of history, like when they made it so that if everything goes pretty much downhill in Virginia, that law that was passed in 1863, right, where the counties of Virginia could go to West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
I think that might be what she's talking about. Is we put out some good. It was kind of interesting information that came out of nowhere.
That's funny because I just saw that on the news this morning. That West Virginia basically welcomes Virginia residents with open arms due to a clause that happens to allow them. I think that's what you're hinting at. So you all got the news out before mainstream media did then.
Yep.
Is what you're saying. Yeah, because I didn't even see that.
Now ready for this one, Justin?
Yeah, I just want to tell you real quick, Superman's wife subscribed to you. Thank you so much. Go ahead.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That'll cost you $5, Vern.
But yeah, good night, Ruby Doo.
God bless you, Action Jackson. Sleep well. And you're going to have a hard time sleeping. You're going to be tossing and turning thinking about videos and what you're going to do. I guarantee you. Guarantee you. But much love, much respect, and sleep well. Go ahead.
Sarah normally on the group that we're in, right where me and her met. Her name in that group is Ruby Doo. That's why I said that.
Oh, okay. She's going to bed too. Nice chatting with you guys.
Yep.
Night. Good night. The anti-troll. No. Oh my God. I don't know if that's a dude or a girl, but whoever it is, I love him already.
It looks like an alien face.
No, it looks like a gothic chick. Pardon me.
I don't know. Well, I can kind of see some of it, but it's got a YouTube emblem over half of it.
It's a goth-looking chick, and it says the anti-troll. No trolls in here to eat. I love that. That's hilarious. Well, when they're awake, when mommy gets them out of their little Tykes car bed in the morning and gives them their cereal, whatever, rice cereal in a bottle, and burp them and let them go on their Antifa rallies and brings them back in the house and lets them play on the computer, then you'll see the trolls.
After they play their video games so they can act like tough little boys and girls.
Ah, daggone it. It's Brian Griffin. I remember. Anti-Trolls is my other account. Dadgummit, Brian. I thought we had a new troll hunter. He got me good.
That's funny.
He got me good.
Now what are them Antifa idiots going to do when they try to pull something on the 20th, and they pull out their rubber knives, and everybody else pulls out real stuff.
Well, that's what they're saying. Hey, Tammy, good to see you. Great to see you this late at night. I'll watch replay, just tuned in. Go to sleep. God bless. Get some sleep. Beauty sleep, which you don't need. You already have it. But you're right. Antifa, I'm telling you what, George Soros funded Antifa, Black Lives Matter have already been spotted. And you know that as well.
And they have made it known they will be there.
And what are they going to be dressed as? Trump supporters and patriots.
Nope.
Yes.
I'll guarantee you. No, I'll guarantee you, because they want to make themselves
not all. No, not all of them.
No, some might be Trump supporters, but I'll bet you 90% of them will be dressed in their black stuff.
No, I get that, but listen, there's a percentage of them that are going to be dressed as patriots so they can create a false flag narrative and pull out a gun or this and that.
That's true,
so
too.
They can intermingle. They've already said it. Project Veritas. They are going to wear MAGA hats, or they're going to dress like patriots, intermingle with the patriots and the militias and the 3%ers, and they're going to march with them, and they're going to start. Someone might be so whatever, and pull out a gun, pop, 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 and then next thing you know, real quick. Good night, everyone. God bless you all. Nice little chatting with y'all, locked and loaded, and Vern's Prep and Survival. Much love, Superman's wife. Go to sleep. Stay away from the kryptonite.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I was saying is, it's going to be nasty. But from what they're saying is I wasn't denying what you were saying. They're all going to be dressed in black, 90%. I would say 96 to 97% of them are going to be dressed up in their mommy's black pantyhose or whatever the hell they wear.
And then you're going to have the idiots try to look like true patriots and not even know how to wear the camouflage right.
Exactly. They're not even going to know how to wear their fatigues right. And they're going to have the Desert Storm looking camo pants. They're going to have the green camo and black
military boots.
Yep. Like they went to G.I. Jeff's and had a coupon that mommy and daddy got them for Christmas.
And the messed up thing is there's going to be a bunch of people there like me and you, and they'll be able to pick them right out of the crowd and go, yeah, that ain't right.
Spot them a mile away.
Yep.
Even just by the way they walk, and they're garbage, dude. It's total garbage.
It's
it's on
January
the 20th. Yep. Oh, thank you, and God bless you, Brian Griffin. Don't talk to Brian that way. I want hugs. Brian just hustled me, and I see this picture of this gothy looking female, and I'm like, anti-troll. I'm like, oh yeah, check her out. Yeah, she's awesome. Turns out it's Brian. And then you got Superman's wife saying, oh, thank you, Brian. Brian, you're kicked off. You're booted for 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Yeah. But yeah, July 20th in Virginia. Oh, look, he just did a laugh out loud anti-troll. I don't know where you got that picture from. But yeah, she's kind of cute in a weird zombie way. But anyway,
well, I'm going to have to send you the picture of my screensaver.
What is it? Let me see it.
It's a.
Oh, you're on your phone. Never mind. You can't do that.
Yeah, it's a golden skull with the America in the background. That's all golden and white too.
Right.
And it's made up like the flag. It's got the stars and the stripes and everything that goes across it, but it's all golden, white, and gray. It's actually awesome.
Sounds pretty badass. Pardon my French.
I'd love to get it as a tattoo. Brian,
Hey,
she's
what we'll
hot.
do, yeah, I know, I saw that. What we'll do is we'll get a hold of Action Jackson. We'll pump his stomach and we'll get the gold and get that tattoo with real gold.
There we
The
go.
gold slugger. Yeah, very funny, Brian. She's hot. Yeah, she is. But she's you. How you holding up, D? I don't like saying your last name. I like D. She's D to me. How you holding up? I don't know how long the delay is, but her husband is, I believe, battling cirrhosis and possibly has 6 months to live. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah, keeping
Sorry to hear
him.
that.
Yeah, got to keep him in our prayers. And you know, I tell you what, the liver works in mysterious ways. Had better days, I'm sure. I'm sure. But the power of prayer is real. Um, just want to let you know that actually I laid there last night and prayed for everybody and definitely prayed for you. I prayed for your husband and we'll continue to. So even though we pick around, we joke around and stuff, um, you're always here in my heart. So how about we change the subject so I don't want to get down and out, but definitely Brian Griffin, thank you for the prayer hands. Those are definitely directed to D. It's so depressing to see him like that. I could only imagine. D, you were around when I lost my brother, so you know I understand completely. 100,000%. I lost my hero. Watched him wither away, and but guess what? He's no longer suffering, and you know the ones that are suffering, the ones here, us, the ones that are here on Earth, because this world that we live in is ruthless and it's brutal. So, yeah. All right. Okay, let's not change the subject um, against your behalf, but let's bring some smiles to Dee's face because I guarantee that whole house smells like Cheech and Chong just had a party in it.
Damn, and I weren't invited?
No, D will invite you. Yep, it's so hard to watch. I know it is, sweetie. Vern's prepping survival. He wants to know if you'll blow him some smoke rings his way.
Yeah. Blow some smoke rings through the screen.
There you go. Oh my gosh, if D did, you'd be passed out.
No, I wouldn't. I'd just have more smiles.
I'd be passed out. Geraldine says we need Antifa banned in America. Antifa should have definitely been classified as a terrorist group by now. Why? I
Yes,
have
they
no
should.
idea. No. Could you imagine if it was us Trump supporters doing all that silly crap? Oh my God. But you
We'd
know why
have
we
four
don't?
meals we'd have meals and a half for years.
D says twisting one up right now. Hell yeah. Oh gosh. I tell you what, if I took one hit off of one of those suckers, I'd be bumping off the walls and laughing at myself. You know why I don't smoke weed? I'll tell you all a story. I was 18 years old, no, 17, because I got my first apartment when I was 17. I lied on my um, lease and said I was 18. Um, was doing concrete, making a lot of money, but I got a big old fat joint, I believe, from my sister, and I smoked maybe like 5 or 6 hits from it. I was coughing so hard, and then I put out, and then I was looking in the mirror, and I was laughing so hard, and I had no clue why I was laughing. No clue. I couldn't stop. And then finally, after that laughing part stopped, I sat on the couch and I was like, I'm so hungry. I'm starving. And I was too lazy. I was too lazy to get up and make anything to eat. So I sat there all ripped out of my mind and I was starving. And I was like, this sucks. That's not the only time, but that was my first experience. Go ahead.
Now this is how I am when I smoke. The last deer I shot in Maine, I went out, put my tree stand up, climbed up in the stand, made sure I had my shot, and I was actually planning on going out hunting that afternoon. It was a last minute thought that I'm going to put one in that area. So I'm sitting there in my stand. I was like, hell with it, I'll smoke a bowl. I'm sitting there smoking a bowl. I look up, and I'm paying attention to nothing but what I'm doing. I look up, it's 5 deer walking down the hill to me. Pull up my gun, bang, hunting season's over.
So you landed your deer while you're ripped out of your brain.
I was still smoking the bowl when it walked down in front of me.
Yeah, but you said hunting season was over. You shot, right? You got tagged.
Yeah, but that's what I mean is I shot the deer while I was still smoking, pretty much.
Oh, okay. I thought you were smoking the bowl, put it down, and then
no, I had the pipe in my hand that was up underneath the front of the gun, and it was pretty much, it was almost burning my hand.
That's hilarious. Shoot, I don't hunt, but I know one day I'll have to. When shit hits the fan. I did see a funny comment, which I know is bullcrap. Yeah, Brian Griffin, the so-called troll hottie. Only one. He used to have this one other account with this zombie-looking creature. Holy crap, it was disgusting. He said, I took one hit from my bong an hour ago. Yeah, whatever, Brian. I forgot 2 slices of pizza earlier, so I don't have the munchies right. You know, Brian, you ain't never smoked weed in your life. But anyway.
My cousin, I used to rent an apartment with my cousin in one night. This was back when I used to sell. We were sitting there, we got right burnt. He's like, oh, I got some munchies. So he went and put a pizza in the oven. 2 hours later, I'm like, dude, what the hell is burning?
Definitely forgot about it.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out what movie to watch next, and I'm like, dude, what's burning, man? he comes back in with this brown black charcoal, and he goes, well, the pizza's done.
I have to admit, when I did smoke, and the best time was on the beach, and the best time was right before I ate, because food always tastes better. And I'm not going to go X-rated, but you know what I mean. That was always better too. But other than that, I couldn't function. I couldn't drive. I couldn't. You know, when I had I'd be trying to push in the clutch, my foot would be numb. I don't even know. People can smoke and you can't even tell. If I took a hit off of
dude,
huh?
I remember lunch breaks when I got into doing carpentry after high school. Mm-hmm. Lunch break was a 6-pack and 2 joints, and then you went back to work.
Oh my gosh.
That was lunch break as a carpenter back then in the 90s, early 90s.
Well, we were doing a job off of Fincher's, commercial job. It was 2 36,000 square foot buildings and 8.8 acres of parking lot. And we went to Checkers off of right across the street from the racetrack, the Daytona 500 racetrack. And my sister's boyfriend and a couple other dudes that worked with us, you know, they smoked all the time. And I was like, heck, I'm going to smoke. And first and last time I ever smoked on the job, because all we were doing was rolling out wire mesh and flipping it. So I was like, all we're doing all day is, you know, sit there. I hit that joint probably 3 or 4 times, and they smoke some powerful freaking dank kryptonite, whatever the hell you want to call it. I was so ripped. So when I got to the job, we got out of the van, and I was like, woo. And my dad comes running up to me and he hands me the blueprint. And he's like, I need you to go ahead and pull the measurements off of this section, 22 feet, this and that, blah, 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 make a mark here, da, 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 and then make some saw cuts because we're going to put some columns and blah, 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 4x4. I was so ripped, I didn't even know what he was saying. I was like, son of a bitch. You know, because all I thought I was going to be rolling out wire. And as soon as I got out, I was so ripped. And he hands me the freaking blueprint and telling me to mark out column pads that I have to cut out of the parking lot and then put four pieces of steel, 6 inches on center and this and that. And I thought I was in a dream. I never smoked again at work. That was the first and last time I ever smoked.
Shoot, some of the best rock walls I ever put up, I was stoned when I did it.
Really?
Oh man, dude. It was like every rock I picked up, I just look at the wall and go, yeah, that fits there.
Not me. I get retarded when which has been so long. But if I were to take a hit off a joint right now on this live stream, 5 minutes later I'd be done. Maybe 3 minutes. D says, Kush is the one that makes you lazy. I don't know all the freaking names.
It's okay. And the reason for that is Kush is the indica. Indica is the actual strain that has the laziness to it. That's the one that causes munchies and puts you to sleep. And then if you have sativa, which if you grow a plant, it'll be the one that has the long, narrow leaves. And that's how you can tell them apart between indica and sativa. Sativa is the one for high energy, concentration, thoughts, and stuff like that.
Really?
Like I said, I work for a caregiver.
I didn't know. Yeah, D just agreed with you. Laugh out loud at indica. Well, guess what? Even if I smell weed, I get tired. I don't care what it is.
And then there's the third type that actually grows over in I think it's Britain, and it grows wild. It's called rutadellum.
Really?
Yep. It's a wild growing weed over there.
Where does it grow?
I think it's either England or Britain. It's over there somewhere. Yeah, wow. Hybrids are awesome because then you can choose, you can mix and match between them, and you can come up with awesome flavors. Awesome. Shoot, I love the grape ape that we used to grow. It made your room smell like you were had a box of Fruity Pebbles open.
Holy crap. I'm still thinking about stuff in the grew wild. Brian, call me. I'll explain. What the heck are we missing?
Huh?
Anthony's don't put your phone number out there, bud. The only reason why I say you'll have a bunch of trolls.
Yep.
You'll have a ton of trolls blowing up your phone until you change your number.
Oh. Are they talking about I'm lost in their conversation.
Yeah, I haven't been watching Anthony Brown, I think politician called that.
Nope. Anthony said hey Brian, I saw some interesting stuff on YouTube today about Kansas politicians having a secret meeting. Do you know anything about it?
I think politicians call that lunch the taxpayers pay for. All right, that's up to you. And you know what, Anthony, I tell every subscriber, anybody on the channel, when they throw their phone number up there, usually I'll go ahead and I'll delete it. Not because I'm being an asshole. It's because I don't want you to be harassed, because people will come through and watch this episode or whatever you want to call it afterwards, and they'll spot your phone number and they'll blow your phone up. I used to think the same thing. Oh yeah, screw the trolls. They can call me all they want, but some of them call relentlessly. 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, and over again from different phone numbers. So if you choose to keep your phone number up there, that's cool. But if you choose to take it down, the replay, it'll be gone. That's like if somebody watches this tomorrow and they see that phone number, or like I see the phone number now, but if somebody watches it tomorrow, if you do delete it, it won't be there tomorrow for the replay.
Now, see,
But
every replay I've ever watched, I've never seen the chat that you see during the actual live event. The chat that's in the live chat, I've never seen that.
all you gotta do is click on the live chat and hit live chat, and you can.
Oh, really?
watch the whole
When you
thing.
go and watch a replay?
Yep. As long
okay.
as it's been at least an hour, so it
right.
uploads. But the next day you'll see, like in the middle, it'll say live chat. You click on that and it'll show the whole chat. That
Oh,
sometimes
wow.
like
I never do that.
yeah, sometimes like I've seen sister Melody Walsh will put a phone number up, and I'll have to instantly delete it and remind her. And sister Jessie Wessel, I think, did it before, and I don't delete it to be a prick. I delete it because there are pricks out there. You know what I mean? Wackos. So, but each his own.
Yeah,
Trolls
he
call
deleted
me.
it.
All right, Anthony. That's on you, bro. I was just trying to say it, whatever. I give two shits. That happens already. I deleted
But
it.
now, D, when you got your card, because when you got your card, you had to surrender your firearms. Did you have to do that where you're at? Because now you're on a list
That's
that says you
federal.
are not allowed to have firearms
Yeah,
by
you have
having that card.
You have to give up your Second Amendment right. That's
Yep.
all states.
Yep. All right.
Yep.
See, I just know the laws from back home about it.
Yep. Well, I don't mean to cut you off, but Anthony, I wasn't jumping your ass or nothing. I was just looking out for you. I know I'm the same way. I care less if trolls call me this and that, but I think of your family, and after a while, you don't want them having your number. They're garbage. They have nothing better to do in life than to harass people. And going back to D, when my brother got his marijuana card 4 months before he passed away, being an ex-police officer and stuff, never smoked weed. He was blown away that he had to give up his Second Amendment right.
Yeah. What a wise ass.
Yeah, I see that. You're fine. Wait, I'm butthurt. No, you're not. You're tougher than that. Trump supporters make the skinny ass Antifa run like little
Chickens.
chicken. I don't know if that was little cocks. I was like, what? One punch and that. Yeah, exactly. Bam. Night, Antifa. Lights out. I have my pity. Oh, her pit bull. Okay.
Yep. I figured that's what she was talking about.
I don't know. D can get a little crazy sometimes. So I caught a glimpse of him. Whoa, let me go back and read that again.
See, and like we were talking about earlier, that video I told you I was going to make.
Mm-hmm.
Now, see that little bit of time I was gone from the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've already got one of my tools.
Nice. A machete with the with the
saw
teeth
blade
on the
the
back.
side. Yep.
Yeah. Saw blade. Very nice. Let me see the handle.
It's just one of them cheap ones with the rope handle.
No, I love those. I love those. So it's solid steel all the way through.
Oh yeah.
Handle and everything. Yeah, I like that better because you can Actually, I can show you a samurai sword that I bought Jackson, which is broke because it had like a little sleeve in it.
He needs a safe place.
Huh?
Anthony said he needs a safe place now.
Oh, he needs a safe space.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I need a safe space. Yeah, and you need to snort some glitter and eat some Play-Doh. Yeah, yeah. I know you're not a sissy. Damn it. Oh, he's gonna turn into a troll. I doubt it though. I already saw
But
his
yeah, like I
comment
said,
before.
that's the video I want to do. And Graves, she saw her. I barely got up from my chair and moved, and I had that in my hand.
Exactly. And I gotta do. I said it when I saw your first video, that crossbow video. I gotta get one.
Ah.
Yeah, yeah. Show us the crossbow. I can have that. What can you have?
A crossbow.
I was reading D's comments. I can have that. All right. Let me see your crossbow.
Oh, the machete.
Huh?
All right, hang on. I got to flip the phone around. Ugh. And you saw her. I got up from my chair and didn't move too far either, and that was in my hands.
Nice. That's purty.
Yeah, it is.
What'd you say? 175 pound?
175-pound Paul.
Mm-hmm.
And it shoots at 243 feet per second, which ain't really, it's not on the high end of crossbows.
That's all you need, though, man. Hell, that's better than a broomstick, and you can kill a deer with it.
And the best feature of that, the best feature of that one, $99.
I just can't get over that. Is it still $99?
Yep. It actually just over Christmas it was on sale for $69.
Well, thanks for calling me and telling me.
I didn't find out until Gail told me about it right after Christmas.
Just playing. D says both actually. Crossbow machete. The Watchman said crossbows are very accurate, but you have too much times between reloading. Oh, too much time between reloading first shot. But I tell you what, one shot, one kill.
And I'll tell you what, I can reload that in 30 seconds, which ain't really, you can't say that that's too much time. But I know people who struggle and it'll take them 2 or 3 minutes to reload it.
Shoot, I've seen people take 40 seconds to reload a bolt action 308.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anthony went out and bought, between mine and Anthony's conversations, he went out and bought himself a nice crossbow too.
Did he?
Yep.
I bought a badass crossbow. I want to get one bad. I really do.
But yeah, and another good thing about that, D, walk in, cash in hand, don't have to show your ID, don't have to say nothing. Walk right up, give the cashier the money, and walk out the store with a crossbow.
Right. Geraldine says you're making me sleeping just talking about it. Laugh out loud. You talking about weed, crossbows, or just our soft-spoken voices?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep, little lady. Go to sleep, Geraldine. When the lights go down in the city and the sun shines on the bay. I'm falling asleep myself. Anyways.
D, another thing with it, if you don't have like that one I got from not Harbor Freight, but the store right next to it. Huh?
Harbor Freight. I said Fleet Farm, but that's up here. It wouldn't be Big Lots. Never mind. You're not where I'm. Where would it be? Is it a Bass Pro Shop type thing or?
No, it's another big store down here. Harbor Freight's the tool one. It's one of the stores that you can go in. You can buy boats. You can buy clothes, food, anything for chickens. They even sell live chickens.
I have no freaking clue what you're talking about. I believe
But
you. It must be on the
you
West
can
Coast.
actually, yeah, you can actually order them offline and get them through the mail.
Really, that's awesome. And the winner goes to D Journey. When the lights go down in the city and the sun shines on the bay. Yeah, what's the
I'm
name
trying
of
to think. I'm trying to think, D, but I've got a brain cramp.
it? Definitely not Tractor Supply.
Nope.
I don't believe that Flaming Crossbow. Shut up, Brian.
Well, no, you can't shoot the flaming bunnies, but I've seen videos where the people have taken 2 gun shells and made exploding tips on them.
It's a flaming crossbow bolt.
Bunnies.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I thought he said bunnies. Yeah,
Oh,
stuffed bunnies for bolt tips. So with one of them there fancy crossbows, can I shoot flaming stuffed bunnies for bolt tips?
oh, I'm reading a different one. It says, I do believe that flaming crossbow bolt may become a fad. Okay. The next one, you dip the flag in gasoline and set it on fire. What?
Where'd you read that one?
The Watchman on the bottom. At the top, he says you shoot an arrow with the flag attached, saying surrender. And then he says the next one, you dip the flag in gasoline and set it on fire. I'm lost, dude. That's one thing I'm not digging this chat here on this new platform because I get awful confused. Because the other chat goes so much faster. Let's scroll
Oh,
up.
I get what he's saying. All right.
Crossbows are very accurate, but you have too much time reloading for the first shot. Okay, what is he saying?
They were talking about you with a crossbow, you shoot the first bolt at your enemy with a little flag on the end of it that says surrender.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't surrender, the next one, instead of your flag saying surrender, you dip it in gas, your little note thing on it, dip it in gas, light it on fire, and shoot that one at your enemy.
Like we're about to kick your ass.
Exactly.
Okay.
We told you to surrender while you didn't want to, so here you go.
All right. See, I got lost. How about the good old fashioned flamethrower, like that movie with Chevy Chase, The Deal of the Century? I didn't see that one, but yeah. 30 seconds is a lifetime if somebody is coming at you with a 357.
That's true if you're out in the open and you give away your position.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Another whole good thing with a crossbow is I'll lay my ass inside of something that you won't see where I'm at, won't see where the bolt's coming from. And 30 seconds ain't a long time when you can't see me.
That's true. And I know
just
this,
my guerrilla warfare mentality.
Yeah, this may go against my belief and many others' belief, but if you ever have time, watch The Walking Dead and the guy Daryl who has a crossbow. He is
just like that one.
Ridiculous with it. Have you seen the movie or the show?
Yeah.
The Walking Dead. Man,
Yep.
he's freaking awesome with that thing.
I think it's right out here.
Oh.
Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
30 yards. One bolt right down the other.
Nice.
That was at 30 yards.
That's awesome, dude. A lot of people don't realize, like I said, 40 yards, 30 yards is, that's longer than you think. Anthony says we can't see him. You can't see me. This has been fun. Yeah, it has. Actually, I'm gonna have to jump off here because
Yeah.
Locked and Loaded's backside, even with this pillow, is starting to hurt. A little too much information. All right, D, much love, and Anthony, I wish I knew you were where you're at. I can't see you. Everybody else that's here, can't believe there's still 11 in the chat. Wow. Never say bye, Anthony. Bye is forever. Later is until next time. If you ever hear me talk to my daughter or my son, I always say later. So
That's what I say. Later.
later, yeah. So do I. Bye or goodbye is forever. Later is until next time. Real quick, I want to say a quick prayer for Dee's husband, if y'all don't mind.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, everybody have a good night. Heavenly Father, come to you tonight, asking that you help Dee in her struggles with the loss of her husband. But Heavenly Father, I ask you to show what mercy that you do have and the power that you have. If the doctors say 6 months, Lord, I ask that you give 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, whatever you can. You are the great physician. You are the Alpha, the Omega. You are unbelievable, Lord. And if you need Dee's husband more than this world does, we understand. But please give Dee the strength, if that day comes, to be strong enough to hold her head high, continue on, continue loving her husband in remembrance and not give up. Lord, I ask that you take care of Brother Vern here, Action Jackson, Brian Griffin, everybody that's been in chat. Lord, I just ask that you lift them up and give them a great night's rest. And thank you for bringing everybody together. And I want to thank Vlad for helping us figure this new platform out that we definitely look forward to in the future to fellowship and talk more about survival. Lord, I know we're living in very prophetic and dangerous times, and now we need each other more than anytime. And we need to learn from Vern, his secrets in survival, and from many others. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. All right.
Well, thank you for having me. It was
You're
fun.
very welcome. All right, brother. I don't even know how. Okay, so it's in broadcast. All right. Vern, that's a tool every prepper should have. Oh, absolutely. Crossbow. Definitely, definitely, definitely.
Yeah, it is.
Like I said, I got to get one. I got to get one bad. So, all right, brother. Fear no man, never fear death. Get right with God, fight the good fight, and always stay locked and loaded. And Vern, what do you say?
Stay safe, stay alert, and always do things the way they work best for you.
Amen. Peace
Have
out.
a good night, everybody.
Later.